Welcome back to the second half
Second half, baby.
of the Southern Conference Championship.
That's right. And I'm the Bubbles. And
I'm Strix, and we are here. I know our look is a little bit different today. We've had a few technical difficulties. If you've been here in the stream, if not, thank you for joining us as always. And trust and believe we're going to get everything shaped up. You know, we're going to get cleaned up a little bit, but we're getting everything back together as quick as possible. Thank you for your patience.
so this has been it's been a great first half so far. This has been really close, and I'm really excited for this second half. We have seen a lot of sports games this first half, and so I think this second half we're going to start seeing a lot more shooters, and I personally think that's scary for the Ravens.
Yes.
I think that's scary for them.
We starting with UFC. Oh, we starting with UFC. So the Ravens looking to get a quick win. If y'all don't know, Watt is going in. Watt is one of the most terrifying, monstrous UFC players here in the league. But I completely agree. I know you've been out there. I've been in here commentary, so I know you got to feel the energy. How are people doing out there on the floor?
Everyone is hyped.
Okay.
Everyone is hyped. This is a game everyone's been waiting for.
Yes.
And I am really excited for this second half because it honestly could go either way. It could go to the Ravens. They can rally back and come back, or the Eclipse can just blow up and they can just go away with the win.
I 100% agree.
It's really going to come down to the wheel and how it's going to roll, because there are team heavy wins, and it could.
Oh,
it honestly could go either way.
Yes, and here we go. So the blue gloves are going to be Watt, and the red gloves are going to be Pit-Boy. Pit-Boy is going to be fighting for the because Watt knows his spacing game. He knows where he wants to be. He knows what he wants to do. He really understands this game. He's getting another roll, but a big.
So if you're playing against Watt, what would your strategy be, knowing he is one of the top tier UFC players?
You're going to have to take some risks here. And if you're not careful, Watt will. Because if you just play like what's happening right now, and I expect Pit-Boy to have a decent knowledge of this game, because funnily enough, like this plays a lot like fun. But he's trying to play like a normal standing game, and I think that Watt is just going to overwhelm him as time goes on. And he's just trying his best there, but now he's back against the wall. You never want to be live. We have another sports game. They keep rolling. The shooters are nowhere to be seen.
Oh, going for the takedown.
Okay, and he got a takedown. Boom, but Watt knows exactly
Watt knows how to get out.
Boom. And they're back on their feet. Do you think that Pip is just trying to survive as long as possible, or?
I personally think there might be someone like getting Pip what to do. I think this is a good way to start containing Watt, because when they're standing up, Watt's stand-up game is good. Like it's really good, and I think Pip is trying to get like an understanding of how he is in the ground game, because notice how every time, notice every time he went to the ground, he immediately goes up. He doesn't try and do anything on the ground. So I think it's just getting that intel.
Watt is swinging a lot, and if his stamina gets low enough, a good shot from Pip could do a whole lot of damage. Looking again, boom, gets him down.
And that's the thing, these takedowns are going to get him points. If it does go the full 3 rounds, that's going to be really heavy for favoring Pip.
Boom, but you can see here, Watt knows what to do, but he's got him in the submission. Maybe Watt wasn't expecting Pip to know actually how to do this, but it looks like he managed to get out already. What happened? Was that a quick submission?
I think that was...
Oh, the round ending. He got saved by the
no
bell.
way.
He got saved by the bell. I was so scared.
I was like, that's the quickest submission I've ever seen.
Let me learn that one right quick. All right, here we go. Boom. Once again, Watt with 2 quick strikes. He's putting a lot of pressure. His head and his blocks are incredibly low.
If I'm Pip, I'm getting some medium like kicks out just to create some more spacing, so I can build up that stamina back.
I don't know how I feel like Pip keeps his back into the cage, and just like he's trapping himself.
There are some moves you can do off the wall, but I don't think Pip's at the level to understand how to do those. Like, you can do like the Superman punch off the wall. You can do like a roundhouse kick, jumping off the cage. I don't think they're at that level to know that. I think Watt would be
Boom, nice kick.
Give him more than one strike. You have now found the setup punch.
We can hear him from the floor. Ooh, another, he's taking it back down one more time here. Can he slip out again? Watch him do just a great job of, even in these situations, getting out. Pretty quick, like, relatively unharmed. He did get that one submission at the end of the round. Maybe he relaxed a little bit.
I don't know what he's trying to do with the takedown, but it was, all these punches are always
I think now he's just trying to buy as much time.
I think he's building. I think he's just trying to build points, trying to build a full distance.
I can also say that if you look at the difference in stamina, like Watt has spent so much stamina here, constantly attacking, that maybe like in the third round, Pip might look to be a little bit more aggressive and maybe capitalize off of his stamina.
And that's one thing. If you can last the rounds, if you play like Pip is, that third round you really can just start going all out because Watt's stamina is going to be very low, so he's not going to have the block to be able to block.
Ooh. Oh! Yep, and catching him with no stamina. Good job blocking. Watt has to find a way to recover from here. He has to get some space. It should press the issue.
And that's
another chance to pick him up.
His stamina is so low.
That's one thing in this game is the momentum shifts are very
Blood drawn.
This might be the biggest shot.
Once again, he's up on the wall. Now he's down on the ground. You don't have a whole lot of stamina to play with here, Watt. What are you going to do? You got to get out quick, and you got to put him in a situation to win. Is he going for his own submission?
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Side control now.
Here we go. Like, Watt, there's so much stamina being burned here. Like, I think if Pitboy gets him into another submission situation, he might actually just lose off of that.
Oh, nice takedown again.
Now he's looking for a punch. Watt might be able to get up 3, 2, 1. All right, he managed to survive another round.
Those last combos, he got 3 takedowns out of that.
Yes. Honestly,
against the one takedown.
He might be in the round. And again, this is going to come down to judging if it goes this distance in the last round. Watt's going to have to look for the knockout.
And I do agree. I do think Pip is in the lead if it goes the full distance. And this round is going to decide who wins. And just look at the stamina there. Yeah, Pip is able to go all out this round, as opposed to Watt having to serve it.
But I think the funniest thing to me is that you can still tell that Pip is pretty scared. He's still playing reserve even with that stamina difference. Once again, another takedown, and Pip has been using these reliably. We rolling around, and it looks like he's looking for it. You don't have a whole lot. He's just trying to knock him out. He's trying to end this now.
Watt's going for it.
Can Watt do it? Yep, a nice elbow.
Side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Ooh, I think if he had gotten that punch off there, that might have been enough. He has no stamina. He has no stamina. He's just waiting.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
He's trying his best here.
He's trying to finish it here. That's hitting the back of the head. That's going to do it. Oh, no.
So close.
Well, you see all the
if he just had that stamina.
Yes, this is that stamina difference mattering.
If he had a little more stamina, he would have finished it right there. But now look at Pip's stamina
Ooh,
going down as well.
ooh. I feel like 1 or 2 more shots would take him out.
Pip's stamina is gone.
And now this is where boom,
no
boom, and he's out.
That's it.
Good job by Watt. Yo, we cut immediately to Watt.
Yeah.
Just hit it. Hit it. You know what? Because he did, and it was like, man, I fought for my life the entire time. But a great job to put them back within 2. I think the Ravens want to close this gap as soon as they can.
Yes.
And in the background, we see chairs and hops and jumps. If you have not come out here in Stafford, Virginia, if you have not come out to the UEL in person, nothing like the arena. It's nothing quite like seeing a game.
It's always electric inside here.
Yes.
During any of these games, the hype is always super high. It doesn't matter what the score is. It doesn't matter if someone's losing by 15. everyone's still super hyped about every game.
Take that one game. You get that one win, and all of a sudden you're like, what? And you get that energy building back up, and we got another 2 hours. We are in the second half. Teams have 2 timeouts.
Yes.
And we're going to have to see who ends up coming out on top. I was here with Rex earlier, so I got to ask, do you have somebody you think is going to win tonight's game?
So who I think is going to win and who I want to win is different. I want the Ravens to win because my brother is on the Ravens. So I want to see that. But I do think Eclipse is going to come out with the win today. I
understand that. I think that's a smart call here. We got Snappy sitting down. Next up was WWE. So Roller Champs has rolled. I think NBA might be the only thing left. Roller Champs, FIFA. We just had UFC. What other sports games am I missing? NBA, NHL is rolled. NBA might be
I think NBA is the only one that hasn't.
And the Ravens might be the only team that are like, we want NBA to roll. Please let NBA roll. Please let NBA roll.
I'm ready to see some games other than sports start rolling.
Yes,
that is what's going to turn this game around.
I think for the Ravens, they really have a great chance. They have to do what Eclipse did. I think some of those games, Dead by Daylight. That we conventionally see them as guarantees, you have to steal a couple of games now back from Eclipse. Like, they were talking out there. We had a chance to talk at halftime. Valorant, they think that they can take. They feel pretty confident in Titanfall, that they'll also be able to take that. So games like that, they want to go ahead and get those wins with the hope that those wins will ultimately unlock a way back into this game because a 2-point deficit isn't impossible. It's happened plenty of times.
It has. And I personally want to see Siege roll because KIC was saying, he said, I can help carry my team to a win. If we win RPS, I can get us that win. Ooh. So he plays Valkyrie. He says he knows all the cams on border, so.
That will be really fun.
So also, I really want to see that. I want to see that.
Also, as a Valk main, I kind of want to steal some tech. So go ahead, come on out. Go ahead, come on out. While I take a sip of this beautiful slide. This is the citrus version. Have you had any slides?
I have. I've had the citrus and the tropical. The tropical one is.
Tropical,
that one's really good.
I don't think I've had tropical just yet. I've been stuck on the citrus since they gave me one. I'm just like, yo, it is so good.
It's got that like little mint aftertaste, and it hits the spot every time.
The chamomile, man. When it hits, I'm just like, I've told people. My grandma used to make me chamomile tea before I went to bed, and just say something. You know, you get that little warm. It's like, oh, it's cold. But
like
you still
get
the
taste from home kind of thing.
Yeah, it's nice. It's so beautiful. We are getting this next game set up within 6 minutes. The players are going in. A lot of games.
Yes.
A lot of things. We've played 14 games, going into game 15 and a half.
Yeah, that's a lot of games.
Yes.
In the first half.
Towards the end of that the season, teams were kind of slowing down. We saw a lot of like 19 game. Yeah. Like, people only playing 15 to 20 games across
and after talking with some of the Ravens players, that was part of their strategy is to get a lot of games played because some of them were telling me how they think if they do, like, the entire wheel, they win. So, it's a part of their strategy to try and play as many games as possible. I don't personally know if I agree with that statement, but
Eclipse might be the one team in the entire league that I'm like, you want to play the whole wheel?
Yeah. I mean, it would be interesting to see, but
yes.
I don't think it's gonna end out the way that they wanted it to. But
yeah, I think it still should be close. But yeah, once those shooters start rolling, I'm hoping that we see, honestly, just shooters and fighters start rolling, and I want to see which team can take more of the other team's games.
Yes,
and to see who's gonna come out on top there, because that.
I'm curious to see some of the more neutral games though, like where it could be 50-50. I think a lot of the strategy games are those 50-50s.
Yes.
And we've seen DBD come through. We saw Chicken choke the win on that one.
Yeah.
We saw that. We saw Left 4 Dead, where the Ravens had probably the lowest score ever in Left 4 Dead.
Okay, I wasn't the only one. I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen somebody get 2 digits.
Like, 48 points is low.
Yes.
Compared to the 998.
The whole map.
Like,
all
4 of them escaped.
Yes.
Like they were like 1,000's a perfect game, right?
I think so. Yeah, they were
like,
that close.
They were like 2 points. That's like what, 1 or 2 zombie kills away from a perfect game. Like, that's crazy.
It is insane when you think about it. And Eclipse has done this season after season.
Yes.
Like, every time Left 4 Dead comes up, people know kind of like, okay, Left 4 Dead, let's just not do.
How much are we going to lose by this time?
Yeah. And again, they're putting on a show. And to your point, I will keep coming back to it because we spoke to Jerry, captain of Eclipse, going into half. And he turned around and he just said, name me a shooter that's rolled. That's all he had to say about the whole situation.
And then walked away.
Name me a shooter that's rolled. And walked away. Do you know the confidence? Because, again, everybody sees Eclipse as the shooter team.
Yes.
Well,
it's not necessarily that they see them as the shooter team. They see them as the team that can work together in these team games.
Yes.
And that is a big part of shooters in general, is being able to work together and being able to communicate, being able to say, hey, there's a person over here. Let's double team them real quick.
Cool.
That way we can get the numbers.
Boom, we're going to hit this while you hit this and, like, have that fine mesh. And we're still seeing a pretty young Ravens team.
Yes.
These trades happened halfway through the season. Do they have that coordination to begin to compete, like you're saying, with Eclipse, to be able to step up and show down? We see them, everybody up, ready to go, focus. KJ, KIC, Herb versus Snappy, Spicy, and Nexus. It's going down in WWE.
And every single night, because obviously one of my brothers is on the Ravens, and so every night I see like at least like 6, 7 of them in their practices.
That's always
so. All of them are practicing. So what you were saying about the chemistry, I think it is there. I think they have worked and focused on building that, especially for this type of game where it's against a team who's won multiple championships already. They have been here since they've been here since day one. So like that kind of team compared to the Ravens, who this team is a little newer because of all the trades, I think they are starting to build that. And I think this is really a test of how well it's working for them.
Yes. This Ravens team, I think both of them are doing well. Again, I still think that many people had this game as an Eclipse win. Like it was similar to last week's game, kind of like a foregone thought. And once again, I'm hoping people see in the playoffs, if you haven't signed up for Season 8 or you're thinking about coming out, this is a competitive league.
Yes.
You got to come in, be ready to practice, put time in, put energy in. Any team can beat any team. The Ravens called a timeout. They must feel really strongly about this.
Either that or just might not have been setting up quick enough. They don't want to get charged a
You still lose it if you don't use it. So go ahead and burn it either way. See a lot of camaraderie. That's the other thing that we both like. I love the fact that in the background, people chatting, talking to one another. Like everybody's serious
when you're in the game. Like it's serious. Like you're focused. But when you're outside, like you see Wonku and Jury talking about there. Like everyone's really chill with each other outside of the game. But inside, you are worst enemies at that time.
That moment the game hits you, like, bro, that shot.
How did you hit
that? And you go back and you just look over at them like, how in the world? Why would you even do that?
Who are you?
But here we go. I'm hoping everybody out there remember to turn intros off. You never know. It'd be the worst way.
Don't get me started on those intros, all right? Those intros be getting people. Myself included.
No, trust me, I understand. The way I had to be like, yo, click the left stick, please. Trust me, it's easy to forget. Just click it. Just before you do anything else, just click it.
All I gotta say is now the Cobra's got you to help us with that next season.
If y'all don't know, the off season has been crazy.
There's been so much movement throughout,
and I don't think it's slowing down.
No.
Next season is on the horizon, ready to show up. And when I tell you, it's gonna be amazing because we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know who's going to win here, but we get another chance to look at
intro? This is intro.
We'll see. But it'll be Nexus versus KJ at the beginning of the match. If you don't know, by the way, and you're just joining us for WWE, might be your first time watching. We play a 10-man Royal Rumble, 4 computers, 3-on-3, teams rock, paper, scissors, whoever wins can pick whether or not you play men or women, or you pick orders. So first up, we have KJ versus Nexus.
I don't think I've seen many people play. I love the pick.
The way he just shoved him off, by the way, I just want to...
you can't grapple with that.
Ooh, if he can get him out here before the opponent can get out, that would be amazing. Because he's about to have to fight a 2v1 with Snappy coming in. Ooh, and Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar might be. Yeah. This is not good. This is not good. He's got to find a way to survive. Boom. Ooh. He's countering. He's doing a good job of trying his best to counter these as they pop up. Boom. Boom. Nope. He got countered.
Andre the Giant's KJ, right?
Yes. And the amount of damage he's taking isn't great. Ooh.
Nice
counter. He did a great job. He's able to get back in, and he bought enough time for his teammate to come in the clothesline to put him down.
This is KJ. Many of you in the chat have been waiting for him.
Bobby Lashley is a herb popping in.
Oh, taking out your teammate.
Saying, thank you for helping me. Ooh, and the nice dodge.
Flipping a big man like that, that's got to be crazy.
It is nuts. Herb is in the ring, Mr. Bobby Lashley himself, running around. Ooh, a nice counter. Oh, does he do it again?
Too early.
Nice job getting back in. All right, this is going to be a third Eclipse member coming into the ring. No team has lost a member yet. I think whoever manages to break this stalemate first is going to have a strong chance to win the whole game.
They will definitely have that advantage.
Here we go. The Rock is here.
You can smell what the Rock is cooking.
It looked like he's cooking birds because the Ravens are both on the ground. KJ once again getting thrown out. There's no counter. The stun meter's going up.
Oh, and Andre the Giant is out. That is KJ's down.
Now it's a 3v1 on her.
First one down.
Boom. They got to get somebody out, or they got to survive for these.
It's 3
AI.
Eclipse against Herb.
Boom, they're throwing him.
And
he's gone.
Herb out.
All right, now we're looking at the youngin, the rookie himself, KIC. Can he 1v3? Ooh, with a quick hit. Nope. No. Oh, he didn't counter it. He's on his knee.
I was waiting to see if they were going to respect the 1v1s.
Nah, they definitely
One
not.
at a
They
time.
definitely not. They said this is for guaranteed money.
Yes.
A championship game is on the line here. KIC gets back in.
Up on the ropes.
Ooh, nice job dodging it,
nice.
but Brock immediately comes through. Now, what he needs to do is get these AI in to start helping them deal with some of the fighting. And we got a spinner in the ring. Ooh, nice counter. He's getting thrown over again. Nice counter again.
He
He's
just
doing
needs
a
to
great
hope
job.
AI helps him out now.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, his team.
Yeah, let him hit his team.
Let him stand around a little bit. Nope, you don't want to. You took a boot to the face.
You want to go for the person that's standing.
Man, Brock Lesnar has been putting on work since he came in at the very beginning of the game. Nexus has not stopped. I think Nexus took some of those words where KIC was saying, "You only won because I was not here personally," and he's ready to send him out and almost amazing counter to stop himself from being knocked out. KIC, somebody's got to be telling them, "Yo, this is how you switch your targets." Okay. I'm just gonna say okay. I don't know how he got over there.
Interesting.
Yep, good job. Grabbed the Rock, boom, hit his back.
And
if
this
you can
for
get him
KIC, out. Oh, nice.
He got one out. Okay, here we go. He's trying to clutch it out. Next up is Roman Reigns. He's all he's got left.
And that was Spice that went down there.
Yep. Snappy and Nexus are still in here.
And Nexus.
And he's doing a great job. These AI. Now the two of them are trying to get on him, but the AI will not let it happen. He needs to switch his target back to Brock. He's got to get something done on Brock before someone comes to help him. Ooh,
let
yep,
AI help you.
Yep.
AI is your teammate.
Whoa. Hey, yo, my man ran away. My man was like, nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Let me do my thing.
The fact that
you ain't hitting me.
Yeah, he's a Roman. Oh, but he gets laid out
flattened
once again by Nexus.
with the
Cactus Jack coming in neck. Ooh.
Everyone
On the
outside
floor
going,
as
ooh.
well. Ooh, another one.
Oh, is he going to toss him out? No.
Here we go.
Oh, and he's stunned.
But Roman is...
They're going to throw him against the ropes and hit him because he can't reverse it now.
And that's it.
And that is...
Nexus clutching out the win. Nexus clutching out the win. A great showing from Cassidy to try and save that. But I think that anytime you get into a man advantage, it's almost like if you lose that initial pick order, this is a whole separate thing. If you lose that initial pick order, it might be better to wait till later because you can let some of the AI come in and help unless you really think you're going to win that initial fight to get the man advantage. Because playing down, it was horrible, but we're moving right in our Need for Speed. Pursuit.
And with that pick order, though, if you have like a very confident WWE player to go in as that number 2, then that is a really good option because he can wait until it's a 2v2 and then it'll be more even.
Yes.
And so if you are able to play that and wait it out, then that is actually very useful for you.
It's one of those things that, like, it's just disappointing how everything played out because, Andre was doing fine until he had to fight 2 people. And then before they could get a third, they lose Andre, and now it's still a 2v3, and you're fighting for your life. You're doing the best you can. 6-9. It is 6-9. Now, can you let the people know how we play Need for Speed around here?
So Need for Speed, we play it with Most Wanted. That's the game mode that we play. And so it's going to be a 4v4. And so with that, the robbers, the choice of who is most wanted is completely randomized.
Don't you love that?
You do not know who it's going to be.
Don't you
and
love
that? That is the scary part. And we currently use only the Crown Vic for the cops, and the robbers have to use the Porsche. And if you do not use that, then you just got to sit there and watch your screen. You can't.
It's the worst feeling too when you accidentally get it.
The worst feeling is when that happens to you and you're robbers and you are selected as most wanted.
Yes.
That is the worst.
Because now you literally got to watch the enemy team come in. We see both the players sitting out here on the floor. Look at both teams focused up. I love to see the Ravens unbothered.
Yes.
And even here, you see smiling faces there on Jury and AJ, on Pip-Boy. All of Eclipse is comfy. And they said that, hey, this is just a Tuesday. We have been here. We are here. This is what we do. We have been the 4 times champs, and understand that in the 4 seasons since they joined the league, they are the 4 times champs. Yeah. And they went to the finals last season and finally were stopped. So I know they want to get back there and remind people what their dynasty is.
Yes.
What it means to be the best team.
They're trying to go for that 5 time.
They want a handful. They want to just be able to hit you with the can't see me just fully. You truly can't see. Need for Speed is an interesting game. Do you have a preference on robbers versus cops?
So it really depends on lineup because if you have a whole team that is really good at racers, then I would go robbers. But if you only have like 1 or 2 that are like very confident racers, then the other 2 are like not the best racers, I would definitely suggest going cops because then those that are really good at racing can get towards the front and start doing their thing against the most wanted.
And we're looking at Chicken, Cutters, Watt, and him going in for the Ravens. And what we saw, Jury, AJ, Pip-Boy, and I believe it was Phoenix? Oh, yes. Phoenix. Going in for Eclipse. These are 2 teams that both are good at Need for Speed.
Yes, and the Ravens are going to be robbers and Eclipse are going to be cops. And so I am curious to see how the Ravens play this one out because if you are not the most wanted, your abilities cooldown is a lot faster than it is to be the most wanted. And so that can be very useful. If you do fall behind, you can hit that turbo and it'll come up a lot quicker. And with the cops, what I've seen a lot of people do is waste their time on people that aren't the most wanted.
Yeah.
You don't really want to focus on them like at all. You really want your focus on the most wanted, getting that health down on them, or just stopping them.
Yes.
Because then that will bust them, and that's game over right there. You only need to stop the most wanted. You don't got to stop all 4. And that's the thing with Most Wanted is if you are the robbers, everyone has to work together to protect the Most Wanted.
It's one of those skills that is not seen as much in the league
Yes.
by the middle of the pack and lower Need for Speed teams. Having played with y'all before I joined, y'all were very good about coordinating. Okay, cool, this is what I'm doing, this is where I am. Hey, I need help here. Okay, I'm gonna do this. And you were constantly had this level of communication that was really good at just. The enemy team had to account for your plans and still try to beat you.
Yes. And it's that same exact way with the cops, which is why I'm very curious to see how Eclipse is going to play this one, because there are multiple different strategies you can go with. If you really know the map, if you see the Ravens, if you see the Most Wanted go down a specific road, if you know that's going to come out somewhere else, if you know a shorter way to get to the other end of that road, you can already be there and set up a roadblock on them.
Yeah.
Or you can set up strips right when they get there. That way you can that's just if you know the map.
In Gamers PC3. So I'm looking at you right now. Him. Is he him?
That's my brother right there.
We're gonna be looking and seeing. Now to everybody out there, they can't hear us, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Make sure you get that first car to Crown Vic and the Porsche. You don't want to have to sit there quietly while your team is worried. I see police interceptor, the spider. It looks like we're good.
Everything's looking good.
Always nice to see.
Yes.
Always, because I tell you, there have been
those
a few
technicalities
games,
will get you.
And we got a wheel spin. Do we see our first shooter?
Please.
Do we see our first shooter?
Let it be Siege.
Ooh.
Street Fighter.
They said not today.
I'm not upset with that, though.
The fighters roll.
I'm definitely not upset
and
with
this
that.
is something that I think the Ravens are happy about.
Yes.
Pip-Boy is going in here, so, well, it's a 4-game man game, so Pip-Boy will be available either way. And here we go. We're watching Eclipse chase him down. We are looking at... We will tell you in a second. We are looking at one of them, and we will find out very quickly.
Looking at an Eclipse player right now.
Yes.
They are cops. And you can see the top right. That is going to be the Most Wanted. That's going to be him's health. And so if that gets down to 0, his car's
yeah, it's done.
He's done.
Now, I like the formation the Ravens have. You have 3 racers in between the cops. They went for a cheeky spike strip, didn't manage to hit it, and the cops are just ignoring him, saying, "Yo, let me get to my target."
And they're doing good, keeping them,
giving some space, doing a good job here of just body blocking. But he could get trapped here if he's not careful. He's got to get some space by somebody.
That was a really good. I saw the thought process. I saw it. He wanted to get in front and slow him down.
Okay, an EMP here
he
coming
needs to
up.
Get. Oh, if he could
roadblock. Can he get by this roadblock?
Good break.
Yes, he braked and get out. But one of the cops was flipped up. I guess that was one of the roadblock.
Roadblock.
Yeah, it's really hard. It is definitely hard. Here they are jammed, but they are swarming him. That's 3 officers. I think that officer actually just saved him, because if he'd been able to pin him, that would have been enough to stop him really quickly. So here we go. PC3 was hit by PC11. They're going in on either side. They got complete control of his car, but he got hit by a spike
with
strip.
a spike. That was a really good spike. I think he spiked his own teammate. Ooh, that was Jury with the spike, and he spiked Phoenix. So we are watching Phoenix right now.
Yes, so here we go. They're still catching up. There's very much the Ravens played a game like this actually against the Bucks, where I think it was actually Chicken Tech on the Most Wanted. But what happened was they were being contested the entire time. We got him down to 1 little pip, and then he managed to hit a good spin and get around. The EMP almost went off, but a good system jam from his teammates to save him here. But these two cops, the cops are fighting each other.
That did hit him. That did hit him. That made contact with him.
Trying to hit it with a pit. But can he get through?
Oh.
Doing a good job of just avoiding going left or right. And another cop is coming up. He can't slow down too much. You got 2 people on. Oh, a teammate.
Oh.
That teammate came in
boost.
like a hero.
Gave him the boost.
I need a hero.
All right, is he going to get through here? And he's going to hit it. Oh, everyone hit it.
Mm-hmm.
Was that all the cops that just hit that?
Avoided that spike trip narrowly.
Yeah, and him's starting to break away a little bit.
He has
one
of
the teammates here to help him.
A
nice
good
spike strip.
The Ravens are setting this up really good. These cops are still going around, and they have to avoid this spike strip again. All right, it's closed up. It is 6-9. This game is anybody's to take.
So we are now watching Jury.
Yep, he is steadily getting away. He's 600. You got to get 2,000 yards away, right, before you can escape fully.
You got to be outside that circle.
That's all that matters.
That circle you see on that mini map, you just got to be outside of that. I'm not gonna act like I know the distance.
Yep,
I do not.
Just get out the circle, right?
I just know that circle. I don't want to be inside it.
But what I'm looking at is the Ravens. It's funny to me. Oh, you targeting
That's not the right guy.
You targeting your friend. You targeting your.
Okay.
Hello. Oh,
that's Cutters. That
okay,
he's
cool.
chasing
I was
right
like,
now.
it took me a second to be like, that is not a cop. Okay,
He is
cool.
chasing down Cutters.
Cutters is one hit though, and he's about to. I think he's about to get caught. Cutters is trying his best, but these cop cars are faster.
Oh, went right past.
Is he
him.
gonna try to? You gonna try to brake
I
check
think
him?
he's just going. Where is the?
Oh, did we hit a U-turn and head the other way? That is so smart. He's 1,500 meters out. They drop a roadblock. If they can stop him, they might be able to get him here. Phoenix is rushing to catch up and help his teammates, but it looks like they're still competing with the Ravens to just make sure he's still in distance.
Yes. And
Cutters is out of this race effectively.
He is just not going to be useful
Anytime
for a
soon.
little while.
Yes.
Because he's already been using a lot of abilities, so I'm sure majority of his abilities are used up now.
Yeah, he looks like 2 spike strips and 1 EMP left.
Yes.
Everything else is gone. He avoids the roadblock. Cutters has got to avoid it as well. PC8 seems to be DNF'd. That is AJ. He is done, so it's a 3v4 still, it looks like, where they have to catch up. Did he bust another U-turn? Because he's within 700.
Okay, and him was able to spike Phoenix.
But the issue here is look at him's health. It is flashing red.
It is. They need to hit him into a wall, and he's done.
And coming up fast. Here comes Phoenix.
Oh, and Phoenix got wrecked.
Phoenix is seeing him. Oh, if this hits, he's done. A good jam. That was so clutch to save.
Nice.
But he can still be crashed out here. Ooh. He's just trying to get that hit in. His own teammate.
His own teammate
wrecked
him
by his teammate.
Oh no.
3 of the cops are DNF, but he was busted.
He got busted
by the last cop standing.
He got busted by Pip.
Pip-Boy manages to kill him on critical health.
That was crazy.
He had one cop to escape.
It was a 1v4 at the end there. That's crazy. And they are going crazy out there. They are going crazy out there.
Because to Eclipse, this is a normal day. They get to playoffs, they play the Ravens, and they move to the championship game. That is the history of this team. The Ravens that are here today are saying, we are not the same team. We are not here. This is not normal. And so now what I'm looking is for a decisive Street Fighter game. Rex brought to my attention that Pip has had an amazing track record. Pip-Boy has an amazing track record against the Ravens.
Yes.
So I'm looking at that team because now they have him who sweeps. They have Cutters who sweeps. They have KIC. They have Herb. They even have Chicken Tech if they absolutely need somebody else.
Yes.
This is a situation where we are getting the do or die. You are 4 points down. We have an hour and a half or so left in this game.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of time left. And so being down 6-10, that's a good amount to be down. 4 games, they just need to start winning.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is where that rally starts.
100%.
Because Street Fighter is going to be a statement match.
Yeah.
If they are able to come out with this win against Eclipse, that is a statement.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking, like, what games would I want to roll? Obviously, the fighters. I think Ravens actually would want StarCraft to roll.
Yes.
They've been putting some time into StarCraft. I know, and I know that they would want to play that. Obviously, the fighting games as well.
I feel like they would want Valorant. I feel like I'm thinking about what shooters they would want. Titanfall they would want, possibly Overwatch.
I think
I know they are nice at Overwatch.
Yeah, I think that they can. I think that's one of the things I worry about with Eclipse Eclipse. I think Eclipse is very good at that game, but they haven't had real challenges in that game yet. And so I want to see what that looks like.
I feel like they would be able to do it. I think they could take Overwatch if it does roll. And so I'm trying to think. So we said shooters are going to be the problem for the Ravens. I'm thinking the shooting games are going to be pretty even.
It's funny enough. This is the thing that I said this like last season, and I think it's been talked about. Eclipse for a very long time hasn't been changed, and you hit on it, in teamwork in shooters. They are the best unit.
Yes.
They're individually talented shooters that can compete with them, but you need 5 talented people that can compete to deal with Eclipse, because they will punish any one weakness you have. That one player will be exploited by them. And so now I'm looking at it, and you're talking about the shooters. Star Wars, I think Eclipse wants.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't surprise me if the Ravens don't have a plan for that.
Tarkov, Eclipse ones.
Yeah, Tarkov definitely Eclipse ones.
Siege.
But the Ravens, the Ravens actually, I think, lost to. I think the Ravens, did get beat by the Gorillas in Tarkov. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they did.
It's one of those things. This is one of those things, though, that to your point, if those are close, then, and that's how you steal momentum back. If you come in and win Overwatch, Valorant, and we'll say Siege.
How to gain that momentum is winning a game you shouldn't win.
And the issue
that's not only gonna give you momentum, that's gonna start getting the Eclipse to be like, okay, are they actually like starting something here? Yeah. Can they actually do it? And like that's gonna start getting them to start thinking. And if they don't have like the right people saying like we gotta focus up, then that can really start doing that. But majority of them have that experience already in the league where they already know what they gotta do. They came here with a plan and they are fulfilling that plan.
Yes, truly and honestly. But now, because I'm looking at them like, oh, 2K hasn't rolled yet. There's so many. As this wheel winds down, more and more games are going to roll, and it's gonna. Again, you don't want to be looking for that game when the game is not like even like it was earlier on. All right, here we go. We're looking at Pip-Boy, Spicy, Phoenix, Snappy, Jury, with Jury going in first. Opposed by Herb, KIC, KJ, him, and Cutters. And guess what? Cutters is active. It's time for Cutters to show you're going to have to fight through an army of Eds to get to Nikali. And you better be ready for it. Mortal Kombat and Chicken Tech did not go in for this game.
Oh. That is perfect.
Boom.
That is perfect.
Boom. Cutters said, we don't got time. We don't got time, Jerry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All of them in practice in their Ed.
Boom. Yep. That's the worst part. Ooh.
Roll the grab.
You got it? Put him in the corner.
Carries those.
Nice DP. I like the wake up DP, but that's punishable. Cutters with a throw. Said, come back to mid screen. Ayo, get over here.
Do it again.
Boom. Okay. You just got to get by this, Cutters. You know this. You know this. Jerry with some nice fireball pressure, though. Oh. Jerry said, you're not getting across the screen, bro. Oop, don't jump at me. My name is Cutters. Boom, he's throwing his. He said, yo, watch it. Watch it. Hold this. Ooh, why'd you jump?
Why are you jumping into that?
Why'd you jump?
Oh.
And Cutter said, okay, boom, that's one. He looking at him like, yo, why you even talking?
Bring the next person get out of here.
A nice smile. He's talking to Snappy. Looking over like, yeah, how you played it? You enjoy yourself? You having fun? All right, cool. I'm happy for you.
Cutters looks comfortable.
Yes.
That's all I got. He looks comfortable.
Yes.
He is where he wants to be,
and
that
we
is
got
active.
the Honda Civic pulling up to the fight. Hold on, let me find out if it's a Honda Civic first. Let me. This might be an E-Honda. Let me. This might be Edward, or excuse me, Edmund. Edmund Honda. Ooh, got caught by the throw. Ooh, he called out the throw. Oh, threw him back in the corner. Cutter said, "Ayo, get over here." 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
You know your numbers. Nice duck.
1, 2, 3.
Ayo, this is about to be stunned. All right, Cutters, let me see it. Let me see the sauce. Boom. Can you kill?
Yeah.
Snappy don't know that the block button is back.
He doesn't know how to block.
My man said, "Hey, yo, my chin."
All I gotta say is, look
Cut
at
us
the
back
health.
to full
Look at the
health.
health.
Cut us back to
He
full.
barely took any damage.
So now we have 2 Bisons. Next up should be Spicy going in here for Eclipse on the Bison. The M. Bipson ready to jump in and ready to go.
Bison's an interesting pick against against an Ed.
He is, but like if you know what to do with Bison, it's really annoying to try to fight him. He has a lot of really fast buttons that will just catch you. A nice throw here. Good
Nice.
job by Spicy to start challenging. They
Oh,
got to get
leaping
some
in.
energy, but he's spending meter. He's spending meter. Ooh, it didn't work. You can't
Oh.
punish that one. All right, well, let's see. Boom. Nice fireball. I like him.
Oh,
He got
nice
caught by the
TP there.
cross-up. This is a great job here by Cutters. Cutters is just trying to find his way in.
I see my fireball too.
He's going to swap on you. You
Oh.
got to be ready for the swap. Boom. Nice throw. All right. Does Cutters get
Nice.
his offense started here? Oop.
Get in here.
Don't know about the
Nice
throw.
into the grab.
Now he got his. Yup.
Oh, nice TP out
And
of
a
that.
nice job, but you can't just immediately punish that. A nice crush counter. It's your turn. He went for the
Oh,
grab.
he wanted it.
Now it's Bison's turn again. Block it.
Oh.
Activation. You got to watch here. You got to watch here. You
What's
got to
he
be
gonna do?
careful. He tried to
Nice.
punish it. Cutters,
1, 2,
big
3.
damage. You need as much damage here, Cutters. That's all you care about. Even if you die,
Nice
get
blocks.
as much damage.
Get some more damage in TP. Yep, you saw him. Oh.
Nice job.
He
That
got
was a good
he
job.
got good damage out though.
Yes, he got more
good-
than half health.
Cutters did what he did. He went through 2 people, and he went through majority of Spicy's health.
I'm laughing because I just see Cassie at the back like, yes, my brother, yes, good job. The fellow Eds, the Eds will do the job. So I think was KJ up next? Yes, KJ
Yes,
coming in.
KJ is up.
So KJ, you just want to do some damage. This is something that's really small that I want to tell people all the time. If you don't feel like you're great at the game, do as much damage. As long as you touch him once, I'm gonna be happy with you. Just don't let him get to the end of the round and get more health
I'd
back.
say try and touch him more than just once,
Try.
but if you got to get damage out though, enough that the health respawn doesn't
Yeah.
go
Nice
above
job.
what you did.
Yup. A nice
Nice.
throw. KJ getting a win here would be huge. Watch the
TP.
other side. Somebody's got to tell him
Oh.
to block the opposite way. Don't worry about the ball in front of you. Worry about the character on your face. Ooh, 1, 2,
1,
3.
2, 3.
He said, count it. Count it.
Grab him in.
Ooh, he went for
Oh,
the DP.
He went for the DP.
Big throw. I think he's gonna set up the ball again. Nice job running on. Hey yo, no. Ooh, you can go
he
through
went
it.
through it.
Nice job. That was really smart from Spicy to know that he can go through it.
Yes.
And KJ gets a win. Now here we go. We are to Phoenix and Pip-Boy. Phoenix's Seth actually is a pretty big problem. In fact, if you don't know what this character does, there's a lot of situations that you can be put in. And right now,
I will ask, as one of those people that do not know what this character does, what does he do?
okay, so this used to be the boss character from Street Fighter 4, like the final boss. He can pull you in, he can take your abilities, and he just has a lot of far-reaching buttons that can catch you. Like right there,
Oh.
you say, yo, give me that. Your powers are nice. I want to make it mine. And Phoenix should be able to get a tap here. Nice, already getting a hit. That means no perfect. Boom. Like I said, Phoenix has some damage, and Phoenix knows how to play the game. But it's doable, and a good punish
Nice
from
punish
Phoenix.
on that.
But guess what? They sent him in before, and I think he's coming in now. The one that you always look out for. He's him. And
I
he's
think
sitting
it's
down.
KIC next.
Oh, they sending KIC now?
KIC is
So
next.
I'm going to take a wild call here. They believe that they need to stop Phoenix as fast as possible.
Yes, they don't want him to get warmed up.
And so
they
they're
do
sending
not
him
want
here.
him warmed up. I think KIC is a good pick here to be able, because
Him is still solid.
they just got Phoenix and Pip, and the Ravens, they still have Herb and him, right?
They still have Herb and him.
Yeah.
So if
And
Cassie
so-
can get through this, then you can throw him or Herb next, depending on how you feel. If you feel
Yes.
like him is that person that can be really solid and just clutch out that last round, you could literally send Herb and force Pip to fight 2 really strong fighters. But the first step here is KIC taking down Phoenix, and I need to tell people that we've said it time and time again. Phoenix is such a slept-on player here in the league.
Yes.
He is consistently able to prove all of Eclipse is great, but I've seen too many people sleep on this Seth and get punished for it. So we should see a button check here. I got to check really quickly. Does he remember, okay, you hit default? It's not default. Go ahead, boom. Okay, cool. I played a set with him, and he had to realize that his buttons weren't the original buttons. And he looks ready to go. Boom, boom. He gets in, starts his predator. This is where I want to see a different type of Ed. Because he knows a little bit better, but Phoenix is the one that gets the first touch into a combo.
My question is, does he know the matchup?
It does not necessarily look like it. You got to be careful.
Oh.
Phoenix is always ready to challenge. Is this Cassie selling?
Oh, it's
big damage here.
Like it.
I don't know how comfortable he is against Seth. Now Phoenix I was keeping a close eye watching me and KIC play before the match.
All I gotta say right now is the silence out there is loud.
Yes, it is.
That
super
silence
loud.
is loud.
Boom. Hey, yo, break. Nice challenge. And this is death.
Yeah.
KIC not able to kill, not able to take out Phoenix. Phoenix feeling really comfortable. 300 looks astonished in the back. Man is concerned.
Right behind her. He's like, oh, that just happened. What happened?
All right. So this is the hard part here.
I can tell you right now, him does not know the matchup. I'm going to tell you that right now. Him does not know the matchup.
I'm going to let you know, sometimes that's better. Sometimes you don't overthink it. You don't worry too much about too many different things.
I'm just hoping he saw what those moves do, so he knows what to look out for.
Yeah. And again, like, I think that Ed is a very interesting character. Ed, like, very clearly a lot of people in the league play Ed, and that's, boom, he just using his hands, just using the hands.
Oh,
nice backsdash. I like this. Okay, him said, yo, there's a reason they put me before her. I'm the
player. Oh, that's a son.
Get it. Yes, sir! Perfect KO!
Let's go!
I gotta give it. Because that was a situation. Everybody was looking like, yo, I was like, okay, him? And him said, give me one touch.
That's my brother.
Tell him.
That's my brother right
there. Tell him. That was actually really fun. I'm so happy, too.
I'm so hyped over that. That's crazy.
Because it's down to the last two. Now, Pip has to wonder. Like, wait, hold on. You came out saying he didn't know the matchup. My man was like, I don't need the matchup. The matchup ain't nothing. Oh, but he said, yo, don't throw nothing at me. Don't throw nothing at me.
So does that orb, when you throw like an aerial at it, go right back at you?
Whatchamacallit, Bison can
nice pull into it.
Ooh,
it didn't pull out,
He did a good job. But Bison can grab projectiles and then throw them back at you. And so you have to be really careful about just throwing it. A nice challenge. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. He doesn't know about the double stomp into wake up. But
he did what he had to.
Yes.
He got damage out.
This is the thing. Herb has about a 40% life lead. I need y'all to understand.
The final boss face-off.
The final countdown. Pip looks comfortable. Herb looks comfortable. The players outside the cage don't look comfortable. They are both. And every single one is staring intently, being like, yo, which one team is going to take it out? Now we have Herbs Nikali.
Everyone is off they're not in their seats. They are not in their seats. They are standing around. They want to see every second of this match.
You see it sometimes. People be setting up the next game. Everybody's like, nah, how's this one? How's this?
Yes.
Ooh, so Herb has to get one hit to basically get that like 20% damage off.
There it is.
And there it is.
Oh, no, you're early on it.
Ooh, but he stepped in.
The double stomp.
Nice V-shift. Double V-shift so he doesn't have any more meter.
Oh, nice.
He said, don't do it. Ooh, he tried it again. He didn't have VX there. Now he has to hold this pressure. Nice V reversal to get him off him.
Good defense here.
Herb, you got 70 seconds. Don't feel like you got to do too much. Now, Pip is more than likely not going to be able to build a V trigger here because, this should be it.
Nice.
One more.
It.
A V.
Oh, nice.
Now you're back in the corner. Hold this pressure. Pip is not going to be able to get to his V trigger, so if Herb just plays smart, never mind. Pip is right there, and that's the terror. Once it starts, you just need one hit. Yup. Herb. Oh, that was Herb's V trigger.
Oh.
But Pip is still looking here. Pip said it's not over yet, but it's done.
Let's go, Herb. Taking it for the Ravens.
And you see the smile between the two.
Yes.
They played this time and time again. And if I'm giving a dub there, though, him's performance.
Look at that. Love.
Yeah, that's love. Nothing
love
but
that.
love. Nothing but love. Look at that. The smiles all around. Everybody's looking at Pip. Phoenix also did amazing. I need y'all to understand that that's the best thing about playoffs. What I've noticed is playoffs between a lot of these teams, you could play a game 10 times, and the outcome would be different 10 out of 10 times.
Yes.
You cannot predict, yeah, of course. Him went in and cleaned up, and everybody was like, the entire room got quiet again.
I wasn't expecting a perfect KO. I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting that.
It was so perfect. We'd be like, yeah, he don't know the matchup, and he came in and be like, okay,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter. But we're moving on to a 2v2. It looks like Mortal Kombat with Chicken Tech available. Do you play this? If you're Eclipse,
no, you forfeit. I think
it's a waste of time. Now I think Chicken Tech might be serious.
I personally do not think you play this because I don't think they can beat Chicken Tech. I don't think they can do it.
Oh, it's AJ Nexus. Nah, you get me out. Get me out. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Look, everybody out there. I love Eclipse. I think they're a great team. Chicken Tech has lost to one person, and it is the mythical beast known as the Cat.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know when to hold him and when to fold him, and this is one of them times that you throw the whole deck away. you don't even wait. You just whoop. All right, cool. Next game and shooter roll. Thank you, and that's exactly what Eclipse does.
Yes,
because I don't think they're worried about it. I think even now we still have 6, 7 shooters on the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is gonna roll in this next hour.
It's got to be the next roll. It's got to be a shooter. There's no way it's not.
And before StarCraft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to see StarCraft roll. I want to see it.
I really want to see, because I think both of these teams will actually play StarCraft.
Yes.
The Ravens have been practicing it and have only hesitated to play it against teams with multiple people that they think they can't beat.
Yes.
And I say that including the Bucks last season. But beyond that, the Ravens were fully willing to play StarCraft and try it and have to have people force them to get better. Eclipse, on the other hand, has kind of been pretty open about just not playing StarCraft unless they absolutely have to, especially after the one time they played it, they lost, I think, to the Gorillas. So
I think they are playing this out.
Oh, I definitely think that they're just trying to burn time.
Yeah,
if I'm looking at that clock in the background, it's about an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour, maybe hour 20-ish.
Hour 7 minutes.
7 to 10. Oh, he playing the Kotal Khan with the highlights?
Kotal Khan
with the highlights. Nexus, good pick.
And you see the score, 7-10.
Good pick, Nexus. You have picked great character. He's a Kotal Khan player. I love to hug. Okay, we come in, we hug, we drink your blood. Not like Vlad. Vlad different person.
Turn into Tiger.
Yeah. We eat your throat too. it happens. All right, we spin wheel, and next wheel, is it shooter? That is the question that people want to know.
It's gotta be.
It's
not a shooter.
I'm trying to tell
you. It's a racer.
And it's been 7 games, so technically Chicken Tech could be available for MotoGP. But I think Jerry also would, to be honest with you.
I think it would be a really good matchup.
Ooh!
Oh, both missed their grabs.
Chicken has been playing Mortal Kombat 1, but it looks like Chicken said, I could drop this game for a year and I will still diff.
Nice grab.
Put him on the wheel. Put him in the corner. It's a guess.
Ooh.
Guess. Yo, actually, I'm really impressed with how well Nexus is blocking him.
He's doing good on block.
Boom. He tried to catch him, but Chicken Tech knows the string.
Oh.
A dodge, and he said, yup, he was going to do it.
Jump over that. Good carry
into the close out. We got one more round. So if you don't know, each round is a life. You have 2 lives. So if you lose a whole game, you get messed up. It looks like he actually might have a combo there. The unblockable.
A good should have enhanced that. Do a double. The second one would have slammed him on the ground.
Boom. Hit him with the
why are you jumping?
Okay, Nexus, let me find out you play Mortal Kombat like that. Ooh, he tried to catch a good punish. Wasn't able to capitalize very much. Chicken Tech here is just running strings and asking, running a bunch of knowledge checks. Said, look, watch your head. Watch your head. And,
And Chicken wanted to get out of that corner.
Yep. You don't want to be forced into a situation like that, especially I think against Kodokan. Kodo can be really scared.
Oh,
but
he
said,
got caught with the fatal.
He said, hey, hold this. Hold this. Now hold the rock.
Let me pick you up real quick.
Bam. Kodo always does rock and rock, paper, scissors. In case you did not look at that. Boom, unblockable.
He does sword.
Oh, that was a
Oh,
really good call.
Enhance.
Chicken Tech losing a life here would be huge. Nice job on the chip, taking him out.
To finish it off.
And Chicken managing to not lose a round. Once again, he hasn't played much. He's been playing a lot of MK1. I know that for a fact. And so still showing like, hey, y'all got to be a little bit better. AJ looking over like, hey, come here often. Play this game much. Coach of the season, of season 7, coach of the year, Mr. AJ Lil Blue, did an amazing job.
Yes,
so we will.
And I am excited to see how this plays out. And I mean, I think I know how it's gonna play out. I think it's gonna play out with Chicken Tech getting both.
Yeah, he
without losing a life.
Yeah.
So,
but he's playing good old Tobias Boone. You know, aka Noob Sidebot backwards. Didn't know. That's how they made the character's name. They took the 2 creators of Mortal Kombat and flipped their name around. So Noob Sidebot.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's just a fun fact. While Chicken Tech puts him on a a blender, as we've seen a few times already. Again, Noob is a character that like can be problematic, but also it's a pretty popular character that I feel like that was a really nasty like
that was a good
option
combo.
there. Like it was Chicken hit that so close to the ground that just knowing what to
Nice
block.
with the hat spin.
Hey, get
Nice
on the wheel,
grab.
get on the wheel, get on the wheel. One more.
There it is.
He said, don't press. Don't press. Hold.
I will say the defense is not as good as it was before.
So I think that's the funny thing. Is like Nexus did a really good job. I think they were willing to try to see if Nexus could maybe do it. He almost took the round off of Chicken. But I also think that like defense in Mortal Kombat is because you have to hold a button to block is so much weirder.
Yes.
And a lot of people like knowing when it is your turn. But a nice combo coming out here. A nice breakaway.
He dropped it.
Nice breakaway from Chicken. Okay, throw, boom. Hey, hold that. He's challenging at the right times.
Yes.
But he can't always. Chicken said. Actually, AJ with the breakaway as well. Both of them are making good call-outs here to know when to keep playing. Oh, you tried to press. And Chicken was ready for it.
Nice tech on the grab.
Get off.
And again.
Get your hands off me.
Oh, nice dash out of that Chicken.
Ooh. You know that string?
Oh.
He's checking you with that low. Nice job into the throw, and that's
the grab, and that is going to be a brutality.
Ooh, my man said, your head gone. By the way, there wasn't 2 now. Just in case you thought this game was out of reach. Just in case you thought this game was out of reach.
It's now 8-10.
What rolled next? Oh, no, it wasn't a shooter.
It was MotoGP.
It was definitely not a shooter. That's what I can tell you right now.
It was not a shooter. And
it's going to be probably Chicken versus Jerry on the bikes.
I think it will be. I think it will be.
You can't wreck on this one, so you don't got to worry about that.
No, I mean you can run out of gas.
Let's hope that they fuel
that is possible, but I don't think either of them will because they are
good racers. These are 2 of the premier racers in the league.
Arguably top 2.
Yeah,
arguably
Hollywood. Yeah,
that's why I said arguably because
Hollywood out there. Hollywood standing there looking like, all right, who do I gotta beat for my repeat championship? And he can't get ahead of himself because tomorrow the Reapers play the Bots.
Yeah.
And that's going to be another banger game coming out of the Northern Conference.
That's going to be a really good game. And for that, we are going to have a Cobra takeover.
Ooh.
There's going to be Cobras in the commentary. There's going to be Cobras in production. And there's going to be a forfeit from the Ravens for Moto.
I actually think this is smart. Don't waste the time. Play what's next, especially if you think you're winning the shooters. You just... Now, just to make this plug just as perfect, DNF.
Shooter. No.
I was going to try to sit here, but, like, production is just doing their job, and, like, they're not just going to, like, let me go.
DNF.
It's
It's not going to land on it. Neither one of those. It's gonna be shooter. We're finally gonna get it.
Tabs.
And it's tabs. I'm not upset with that. I'm not.
You're happy with this.
I'm not upset with tabs.
I got bubbles on the commentary.
All right. So for tabs, we do obviously split screen because we sitting right next to each other, and so we're gonna do a custom match where we have a credit limit of 50,000, and there's a minute timer for you to set up, and so a minute timer. Each side puts down whatever they want. They can put down many different things. There's a lot. And once both sides finish, you have to move that cursor to the middle before that time runs out. And then once it starts, you can either control the players or not. And then they start going at it.
Yeah.
And you got to win 2 rounds in order to win. So it's best out of 3.
Yeah. And I also think that's really smart here. The Ravens sent in KJ for Moto with the forfeit, which means they should be able to have Chicken Tech, or I mean, is Chicken Tech their go-to? I know you know a lot more about Tabs players, so do you send in your Tabs player? Well, I don't think Chicken Tech's a coach, hence why I think you would send him in.
I don't know who the Tabs players are for the Ravens personally,
because it was Zack Attack.
Yes, it was Zack Attack, but now he's on the Ghosts, and so. My question is, who would he have taught before he left?
That's what I don't know. I don't know who he.
I know he didn't teach him. I know him doesn't play tabs, so I'll tell you that right now. It's not going to be him.
So that's so funny. You mean like it is? Not. See, but hey, you said that last time, and I saw it perfect. So
last time I said he doesn't know the matchup. I didn't say he wasn't going to win. I didn't say he wasn't going to win.
True. Let me not do that. Let me not do that. Let me not do that. Let me. My man had confidence in the family. He said, "Look, I don't know how,
but he's gonna win.
But he's gonna take this dub. He's gonna take this dub."
I do think that Chicken has knowledge on this. Back when he was on the Ghosts, I have seen him play tabs. Yeah. He has good knowledge of the game. He's got good knowledge. It's not like the best. It's not like at my level, Zack Attack, Magnus Sam. It's not that much knowledge in the game. Havoc to your
sorry. That's just at the old GM and me had to come out for a second and hit like nah we naming people.
He is the one that took down the all-time tabs champ.
We also caused 2 rule changes on that game. So hey,
I do think Chicken is their tabs player now.
I agree.
If not him, I'd say probably Herb.
My big wonder is, are you a tabs player for your team or the league? I say that because having talked with Havoc, for a perfect example, where y'all watch every game and are formulating how you would have beat that situation. Mm-hmm. If you have a set strategy in this league, I mean, 1, hopefully you showed it to nobody ever, and 2, hopefully the other person doesn't know the game as well as you. Looks like they're sending in Herb, actually.
Yes, they are. And like I said, if it wasn't Chicken Tech, it would be Herb. But personally,
Wonku, that's really smart. Yes. He and Wonku, I know.
Personally, as a Tabs fan, like you were saying, like getting strategies against different setups. What I would do when we were like in regular season, after every game played, like throughout the week, I would go back to see if Tabs was played. If it was, I would look at what each side placed down, and I would do that same setup in like my own custom. And I would do what I would want to do to counter it, to see how should I go against it.
Might be playing here. All right, so now that we're at where we are, I'm gonna start speculating because you're gonna start moving players around. Most of the races are off the wheel. You had Wreckfest, Moto, F1, Hot Wheels, Need for Speed. I think that's all the races.
I think they did all roll.
So now we're looking at there's no racers left. If you're looking in terms of fighters, Mortal Kombat's role. I'm looking at stuff Chicken Tech is going to have an immediate influence on. Okay? Cool.
I feel like he would have a good influence on Siege as well.
I think Siege.
Siege, I think Eclipse is underestimating the Ravens.
Do you hold one person out for that situation?
I'm holding KIC to it because he said I'll be the one to help carry the team to be honest, win in it. So.
I would anchor KIC at this point because of Valorant, Like all the shooters, basically. DNF and Guilty Gear are the other 2 fighting games that he will
Star Wars
sweep.
Battlefront is
The
the first shooter to roll.
Maybe the one shooter that, like, the Ravens are good,
I think that's the one.
but they need to win RPS.
That's the one they did not want to roll.
Yeah. Because
Either that or Tarkov.
You have to win RPS. You have to win RPS. Yes. Otherwise, you were hopping in the ship. Herb is on the wrong
Herb was
side.
setting himself up on the wrong side. So what I do suggest on this map, I'm assuming a lot of people are going to be placing those ice giants because everyone does. But if you don't, which it doesn't look like he's doing,
a Dinosaur.
Okay, and he's putting down those giants. Yeah. And so the samurai giants are actually really good because they are not only elusive, but they can slice.
Okay.
They can slice very well. But one thing with the ice giants, they can't shoot up. So you want to place things on top of those pillars because they can't shoot up. That is the tech to go against those. You want to place things on top of those pillars, and obviously you want other stuff down low to distract those giants. Okay. And if you just place a bunch of dead eyes on top, you're
so
set.
I can tell you that you placed nothing on top.
They did not.
And they about to run in the face first in the 3.
But I personally have not seen the samurai giants go against the ice giants, so I am curious to see how this plays out. Because I don't know how it plays against it.
Because I think you would want a little bit more space where they have to keep pushing towards the giant for free damage.
The placement of the giants on the blue side, P2 side, is how it should be placed, because you got the one in the back in the middle. You put them right behind the pillar, so both hands are going to be spraying out the ice. Yeah. We'll call it ice.
Neither team is taking control of their units, which we normally see here. Yes, looks like the samurai giants are doing a good job, but now the other units are moving forward, and I don't know if there's enough damage here to actually close out this game, because that ice giant blew victory.
And that is going to be player 2 side. That's snappy with that first round for Eclipse. And please start placing things on top. Yeah,
I don't think they know, to be
with
you.
He's realizing that did not work out for him. Let me try something else. Start placing things on top. I'm curious if you get like a bunch of like the balloon archers and place those.
He's now placing his own ice giants a little bit further back.
I think he didn't know where those ice giants were before, and so he was really watching to see when Snappy chose it to be like, okay, where is it on the wheel?
That makes a lot of sense.
I think he was just trying to find it, and he just placed any giant he could find. But
he has 20 seconds here. He
still doesn't have anything on top.
I really don't think he realizes that that's a strategy. Like, again, it comes down to where I say, like, there are people that play tabs and then people that want to play tabs well. He has 9 seconds
I wish
to place things down.
I really want to. The tabs player in me, I really just want to see, like, a crap ton of balloon archers shooting those giants up in the air. They go up and then they just drop. That would be really funny to watch. But I am...
So Snappy making a pretty big adjustment to, like, remove... Are they Storm Kings? The thing that makes the big spiral, it looks like.
So those are the Chronomancers.
Okay.
And so with that, that's actually good because they take up a lot of gold or coins, whatever we want to call them. And I am seeing that Herb, he didn't even use half of the coins he was given. He used under half. And I'll tell you right now, when I'm playing, mine's very close to 0.
Yeah. No,
like,
people that know
you want to use as much
he
of
got
the
30
expensive things.
Units out there, and of the 50K, he has 28 left.
Yes. If you are given that much money, use it.
Yes.
Because use it, and you should be fine. But
what is happening in the backside here?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I do not know what I'm looking at.
And yeah, I think this is a Eclipse done.
Oh, are we gonna control?
I think this is an Eclipse.
He thought about it. Yep, there it is. Take control of the giant.
Oh man, wiggle. No, but I think Eclipse just takes this. I like. There's nothing here to make me think that there's any units left beyond these giants for the Ravens. And that's going to put the Giants in a situation where they're just going to die.
That is going to be Snappy taking the win for Eclipse.
Herb looks comfortable, though. They're not super worried about it.
That's going to be a 3-point lead for them now. Oh, wait, no, that'd be 4 because the forfeit.
And the first shooter finally
forgot about the forfeit.
So this is going to be one of those things. They're back up to a 4-point lead. They
Yep.
close the gap.
Briefly. Very briefly. So there's roughly 55 minutes left in the game. Roughly, give or take. Right around there. And so with that, being down 4, that's a very difficult spot to be in because you have to play them quick.
If I'm Eclipse, you know what I'm doing?
Wasting time.
We're playing cargo, buddy. 15 minutes.
Yeah.
If I win RPS, 15 minutes, and I'm going to get one score and sit back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do nothing. We're not ending that game anywhere near fast.
Yes.
And after this, like, the way the Ravens get back into this game, they need DNF to roll, enough space for Guilty Gear to roll, and Cassie to be available. I need Cassie for both of those games. I think they take as wins.
Mm-hmm.
They unfortunately don't want a whole lot of shooters.
Right.
2K can be quick, but I think they're going to be playing risky, and that can open them up to a loss.
You can see them looking comfortable out there.
Yeah.
Like they're not phased.
As long as they tie the game up before that clock hits 0, they will go into an overtime game and have a chance to win this. Guaranteed. This game is still far from over. I need 55 minutes. Can be difficult depending on what role.
They have to go for it. They're the next 4 games, the Ravens have to win.
Yeah. I expect
you see them sitting back, relaxed, and they got the arms back.
They're comfy. I'm trying to tell you, comfy.
Yeah.
Like
they said, I got the
back.
finals calling my name. The 100,000 is it's calling my name.
Guaranteed money.
Mm-hmm. They said, I want that 5 times champ in my name. I want that 5 times champ in my name.
So I think part of me wants to say they want StarCraft because, like, for a fact, I can tell you that they're not gonna StarCraft is not gonna be a 15-minute game.
Mm-mm.
But they wouldn't want to lose StarCraft. They believe they can win StarCraft, so they want games they can win. Again, DNF, Guilty Gear, StarCraft. That's 3. I like as much as confident as you are in Valorant, as confident as you are in Siege. Like those are longer games that
I agree.
Be too coin flippy.
I agree. Siege, no, because that can be very. I think Valorant that would be really good.
They just have
I
to
think that would be great
aggressive.
for it to be the 4th game for them to tie it.
Okay, I can
Valorant to tie it, I would love to see that.
You
Siege to tie it, I don't really want to see Siege to tie it because I don't know if the Ravens have it in them for Siege as much as I can see Valorant.
Are we gonna get another wheel spin? We are. Okay.
And we are seeing a Ravens forfeit, so they are now down 5.
All right, now you have to just start winning stuff. DNF duel. All right, send Cassie in. Hopefully he's available. Cassie, this is one of them few times that I'm looking at you, and I need you to play like you got to be to work in the next 15 minutes. You have to send Cassie in here. Hope Guilty Gear doesn't roll next. And legitimately, I think I did when we played y'all, legitimately in a similar situation, we were down by like 3 or 4 with like 20, 30 minutes left on the clock. And I'm not kidding to you that I told my team, put me in first. I'm either winning or losing fast, and we're ending this game right now. I'm not wasting any time. There's no guessing. They're either going to know what to do or we're going to lose, and that's what I need Cassie to do in here. Cassie, this is that moment where you come in and you play the game of your life.
Yes.
I don't care. His character
this
can
is
run
to
over
get
people.
confirmed money.
Yes.
You're trying to get payday. That's what you fighting for right now.
KIC
You fighting for that flight money right now.
They're swinging for the fences. They are swinging for the fences here by sending in both Cassie and Chicken because they are hoping that Guilty Gear does not roll next, or hoping that Herb will be available and be able to handle it. I want to see who they send in here. Doomsday, I don't believe plays a whole bunch of this. I don't really know if anybody on Eclipse really plays a whole lot of this. Maybe Phoenix might be the only person that I know of that plays a significant amount. But we haven't seen Jerry. Jerry can always be working, always be grinding. Again, he can always show up and surprise. I like.
He's like, where am I sitting? That's my seat.
Nah, Chaos.
That's what he said. Nah.
I love
this.
I love a little bit of the love to be like,
this my seat.
this mine. You like,
He's
but
like,
I sit
get
I
out
sit
my
there
seat.
normal. Like
This the Eclipse side. Get out my seat.
and he looking at you
Man, nah.
like you can move this chair over here. I'm gonna sit right here and look at the screen to my right, next to you.
He knew what he
We're
wanted.
just gonna be sitting here next to each other. Just imagine that. Like you got a whole section on the other side. Somebody just
You both just on the one side of the screen. Like, okay,
come
so
game, good game.
you play offense? Yeah, okay.
Pretty fun. Nah, that's why I love doing it. Like playing with Eclipse, it was mad funny because I just look over them and be like, "How you doing today? I'm doing good. You like
That-
DNF?"
that's-
And they be like, "Bro, I ain't never touched DNF before."
Yeah.
I'm like,
One thing I always do, people look at me like I'm weird when I do it, and I don't care. Before like any game, I'm just staring the opponent down. Like if it's like a 5v5 shooter, I'm staring the other team down. I am
That's tech.
staring daggers
That's
at the other
tech.
team. If I'm doing a 1v1, like if I'm in for a racer, ooh, those daggers I'm staring they are sharp.
"Yo,
They are sharp, and I'm
next
just-
season I'm gonna be perched up like one of the gargoyles, just looking down at everybody, just Bubbles about to cook. What you doing? The moment you
ain't
stop
ready
staring,
for it.
the moment you stop staring, I'm just
Don't worry, I'll pick it up from here.
I got you. Focus on the game, King.
And they are sitting right next to each other. KIC said, "No, this is my side."
Cass like, yo,
What is
I
that
like
phase?
the colors on this monitor.
That was like the sour phase. If you eat something sour, he's like, "Ooh."
Laughing. I'm smiling. I love everybody having a good time.
That's one thing that I really like about this league is yes, we are all very competitive.
Yes.
We are all competitive. It doesn't matter who you talk to; they're competitive, but we're also all friendly with each other, and we like 95% of us get along.
KIC going in first. It looks like player 2 side, and it looks like AJ sitting out for player 1 side. Again, I think Eclipse is just trying to buy time. My man Cassie is out there. He's trying to have fun, trying to stay loose. Again, like the energy here this is one of those nights where I think the tension is heavy because the Ravens are discussing whatever comes next, right? You saw them in the back, they were over there, chilling, like having a discussion about what comes next. Both teams are trying their best here to find a win, and like to be down by 5. You want to talk about legendary? 45 or so minutes left. 42 minutes left, to be exact.
Yes, and
Nope, they already used a timeout, right? So they maybe have one timeout left. You got to get a lot of right rolls.
everything has to go the Ravens' way. Like that's what we've been saying when they were down 3, and so when they're now down by 5, and so with being down by this much, they really have to start focusing. And like sometimes with all the noise going on, like it's difficult to be able to focus because Eclipse is going to start getting loud because they are winning. And so sometimes that's one thing about this league, you have to be able to focus during that noise.
So here we go. KIC Striker versus Hitman. KIC 2-tap. I'm gonna be. I was told on commentary to just enjoy myself. I'm fine being biased. 2-tap. I want a good game. Give me the best game.
And
Titanfall.
Overwatch. That can take time.
You gotta win RPS. This is where RPS becomes. This becomes really difficult.
I think Eclipse likes that role.
Eclipse does like that. Cassie said, I'm trying to tell y'all, like Cassie, I love playing Cassie because it's straight fighting for your life from moment one. Nice job pushing him out. He's back in. Here we go. Boom. Down. I'm trying to tell you, you're going to keep guessing for your life. You're going to keep guessing why you press a button. Ooh. It's done. Next. Round 2.
Yeah.
I need y'all to understand. This is why I don't understand why they necessarily send in chicken. Because I don't think you need to send both of them.
I agree.
It's a safety option, but you don't need to.
It's not. But what would you be saving chicken for? All the racers are done.
Another
And
fighting game, maybe if it had roll.
like the rest of the team can also handle themselves. So I think.
Ooh, a nice combo by AJ. Okay, I see you. You got a little bit of Hitman practice, but this character is not fair. This character does not play neutral. It is not an honest character. This character beats you down. You're still in the air. She DP and she gets to keep going. Boom, it's still her turn. Why are you trying to press? Nope. Nice job. You knocked her away. You better hit her.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, if he could have confirmed off of that, he probably would have been. This character doesn't have a life.
There you go. Wait for
Yep.
Oh.
No regrets. I saw the hand come out. He was like, man, yo, Chicken, no, he got it. He comfortable. Chicken,
See,
comfortable.
this is what we were saying. Look at Cassie. He's locked in. Once that game starts, you're locked into the game. Afterwards, yeah, you're all happy. You're giggly.
Yeah. Eclipse is happy with the Overwatch role. I think they can still win. Like, one, they need to win RPS. They need to play a capture the point mode, right? Where you only play for one round, and you need to win.
Chicken looks like the little brother that's like, it's my turn. Ma says my turn. Hand over the sticks. Ma said it's my turn.
For the Xbox. Let me on your Xbox.
Pass the sticks.
So crazy. I was there. They ain't never listened. It was never my turn. All right, here we go. Cassie coming up for another round.
It's not gonna be your turn if Cassie keeps cooking like you have been.
Nice challenge by Jerry. Jerry looked like he played a little bit, but Cassie played.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know. He knows, but
hold dropped it.
I think he's trying to kill as fast as possible, so he's going for some like free.
Yeah,
but I don't necessarily agree with. Okay, Jerry, I see you play a little bit.
Okay, nice DP.
You're in the corner now, sir. Hold it. Is it your turn? No, it's not.
Not your turn.
You're dead.
Yeah, he's not dropping that.
He dropped it, and this is really bad. Because Jerry could confirm in the super off just do a bunch of damage.
But he's not got that.
Jerry played that actually pretty safe. Boom. Nice job.
Yep. And that's that first one for him. He needs one more.
One more. Let's go. Keep it going. If you are a Ravens fan right now in the arena, if you are a Ravens fan at home, send all your energy out because they need to start winning these games. Putting in work quick.
They need the hype here. They need the hype in the chat. They need the hype anywhere you can give it.
Yes, Eclipse is looking to reclaim what they feel was there. That championship spot, they were there last year. They got a rematch. They hope with the Reapers or with the bots. They're looking to hold on to this legacy that the three other teams beyond the Ravens have been in the finals. They've won a championship. Jerry, okay, Jerry. Boom.
He did go through all of his moves for that.
Oh, yup. Yeah, it's not your turn. Oh, this is a big punish. You should be able to kill off for this. He messes it up. Cassie, boom, roll in. You sweeping, brother. Ooh. He knows not to flinch. But that DP. Finish the game up. He should be able to do this because he should just go straight into super and kill. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Handshake. Man was like, man said it was done. Coming back. Yo, sternum.
Handshake to the super.
Good job by Cassie.
That was
the other one.
Textbook.
Yeah, that was the other one one of the other two that he is guaranteed. You'll think you're
Yes.
I this is the funny thing of like when he said he had three, I'm like, yeah, I know which three that you will probably be the vast majority.
But we do got Overwatch up next, which that's tough because now they're down 4, and so Overwatch is gonna take some time.
Step 1, win RPS. Step 2, capture the point. Step 3, capture that point quick, as fast as you
get a team killing capture.
You technically could play some of the other modes that can go faster, but there's the risk of it being a longer game.
You don't want to play push. Yeah. You don't want to play the payload one. Because then them on the other side, they can literally just waste
an entire round. Yeah.
They can just waste time.
Spicy, Nexus, Pip, Snappy, who going in? Phoenix is coming out here for Eclipse. It doesn't matter. Like, honestly, Eclipse could pick who they want to put in.
Yes.
And that's a terrifying team either way.
It is.
I just there's
they can draw names from a hat and be like, All right, and Nexus is going in. Pip, you're next. And they can just go through the whole game, and I feel like it would still be very good game.
So I'm gonna ask: do you go for a safe strategy here, or do you be risky? I heard
If
cheering.
I'm which team?
I heard a lot of cheering, so I think Eclipse might have won.
If I'm Eclipse, I'm trying to get a clip. I'm going for a clip.
I get it, but you put yourself back at. All right.
And we
DNF,
are getting a forfeit from
Guilty
the
Gear.
Ravens.
Guilty Gear. Give me Guilty Gear.
Siege. That's not what they needed.
The one of the few games that you can't win. You can't force a fast win.
So
you cannot force a fast win in Siege.
They're down 5.
All right. It's again. It's not impossible, but the reality here is, Eclipse. The Ravens played an amazing game. I want to say that.
Yes, they have.
I'm not counting them
They've
out.
had an amazing season.
Yes.
Let alone just today. Like,
I think Eclipse showed that they've put practice and time in. They want that chip.
mm-hmm.
I think some of those unexpected wins are going to be the tail of the tape here, right? The Dead by Daylight, even the F1. They're small little things. I got to think about all the early game games. What's up?
I'm trying to think of, like, I think he might be just like logging in. I was just like, is KIC trying to show KJ how to play the game? Like,
No,
is
no,
he
no,
just
no,
like,
no,
this
no.
is your controls? I was just like, oh no, but no, I think he's just
Eclipse
logging
is
in.
standing up.
Yeah,
Eclipse is comfortable because, like, in this situation, being down 5 with, like, there's got to be 30 minutes maybe left in the
Can
game.
I get a time check?
30 minutes? Like, I'm gonna say 30 minutes just for the purpose of this.
Yeah.
5 games in 30 minutes with Tony Hawk having already rolled. Most of the fighting games having already rolled.
I think a lot of the quick games have rolled.
Like, shooters are what's left, and
Yes.
most of them Tarkov 15 minutes.
Yeah, majority of these are gonna be long.
Fall Guys maybe.
Games.
Time trials might be quick.
I mean, you still have to wait the timeout because that's what, like, I don't know how much time.
Yeah,
it is.
but
I'm not gonna come up with a number. I don't know.
You could literally, they could just not run the race and just wait for the time otherwise.
Yeah.
Hexagon, you can just take 10 years and play as slow as possible.
Mhm.
It looks like, so it's going to be Chicken, him, KIC, Cutters, KJ, Snappy, Spicy, Jury, AJ, that might be their best shooting lineup. Snappy, Spicy, Jury, AJ, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Might be, like, there's a few other
I think it
really
might
good
be
shooters.
both sides. Best shooting lineup.
Yeah. So we might be in for some really good
I
siege.
think this is the ideal lineup for both teams.
I'm going to take a wild guess at the cheering that we heard. While it could have been a forfeit, they may have also lost RPS. Because I think if you lose RPS, you know they're going to pick a long mode in Overwatch, and you're just like, cool, I can't play.
I can't do anything against that. I want to see the Ravens choose map.
Yeah.
Choose that border so I can see what KIC was talking about. Knowing cam spots. I'm curious.
See if we see a little bit of sauce.
I'm curious. I'm curious to steal some tech.
Truly interested in seeing that. But yeah, overall in Siege, the way we play it, we play first to 2 wins, right? It's still a best of 3. So you play offense, then you play defense. We are limited in the ops up to the first 2 years plus base. That is our general locked roster that we have to play. Any map is available, but you cannot play any of the newest people currently.
Yes.
So what that means is there's a lot of interesting decisions that are made, different people you see more consistently than others. And so I'm looking to see maybe what options they go for. I'm expecting an incredibly aggressive offensive setup from the Ravens, and maybe on a defensive setup, just something to really catch, maybe like 3 people roaming off site.
Right.
And you're just looking to, they come in and just start picking
I think Eclipse is gonna try to do something cheeky out of here. I think they're gonna do something that you shouldn't do, because it's gonna be very risky. But they can afford to do it. They might
you expect us to play slow, and we're gonna do something
what I feel like they're gonna do, which we've seen before from Eclipse when they're up a lot, is if they win the first round, second round, they're gonna only try and knife people, something like that. I feel like we're gonna see something like that coming. I feel like we're gonna see it. I am ready to see that. I'm going to sit back, watch, and be like, there's another knife kill. There's another one. Oh, yep, there's another one. Like,
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Just take their victory lap once they pretty much have it secured.
Yep.
Because at 30 minutes or so left in the game, you don't got like every game that rolls from here on out has to be a Ravens win for them to even have a shot at it. Like now you're fighting for the shot
Yeah.
at it. An hour and a half ago, at 5 games down, I'm like, win the majority. Hour, win the majority. 45 minutes, all right, you got to start winning. And I think the unfortunate thing is where the shooters rolled. The shooters rolling in the last like hour or so of the game.
Definitely.
It's
If
a
it
longer
rolled
category.
earlier, because that just think we played, what was it, 14 games in the first half,
and we're at 23, so 9 games.
We played 9. These shooters in longer games should have played earlier. I think they're going.
I think that I heard IQ, so I think they're talking about maybe if they're allowing base or not.
Yes.
So we will see here. Again, a lot of energy coming out of the Ravens. I think there's a lot of questions here about both of these squads. I think from none of this is confirmed, so we're speculating a little bit here.
This is all speculation.
Eclipse, there's been a lot of speculation that they might not have the same championship roster they've now fielded for a bunch of seasons next season. People might be going off to school. Different pieces might be like having to step up. Different people will be in leadership positions as players on the team anyway. On the flip side, this Ravens team very much was put together to win a championship.
Everyone was handpicked.
Yes, and now we've seen some of the players already sign or agree to sign to other places.
Just like the Marines.
Yes.
The few. The proud. The Ravens.
Let them know.
Also, happy Veterans Day to any veterans out there.
To all the veterans.
All the veterans, happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service.
We appreciate it. We do appreciate it. But I think both of these squads are looking at a situation where they have matches next week, right? The loser is going to go to the third, fourth place match. They still get a chance at money. They still get a chance to win, walk home with something. The winners, though, get to go play for that championship, that $100K that we all chasing, the champion, that first place spot. They will get the opportunity to play for. But I also think that the reality will set in for the team that loses today. And this might be the last time I get to play with this roster.
Yes, 100%. Because it's either going to be like school conflict type thing or moving around.
And they got border
teams type thing.
Here we
got that border. I'm hoping that defense first is Ravens.
Okay, somebody got everybody on lock, and somebody don't. A lot of these different setups. So this should all be Eclipse, by the way. We should be watching Eclipse's side. So I see
Naruto up next.
AJ's on his own account. Naruto can be fast. Naruto can be a pretty fast game. I forgot that as a fighter. We got Mr. Spicy. We have Snappy on PC 12, Jerry on PC 7, Phoenix on PC 8, and AJ on his account. Then we have PC 5 for Chicken Tech, and him, KIC, Cutters, and KJ's on Snap. KJ's on Snappy's account? That's crazy kind of you to let somebody else use your account in an official game. That is wild crazy.
Snappy's on the PC account, and KJ's on Snappy's account.
So here we go. It looks like in the bottom right they are setting up cams here. Not KIC. Nice job taking out. That was some nice aim. Like the way you shoot drones makes me pay attention to people. Like when people can shoot drones, I'm like, oh.
Okay, you play.
Okay, yeah,
you can tell from the drones itself because like people will be like running after these drones.
Yes.
Sending out like 3 mags into one drone. Like
don't expose. Right. So we have Valkyrie, Jaeger, Frost, Smoke, and Legion. How do you feel about that? I know you're a big Siege player.
I feel like you should either go with Smoke or Legion. I don't think you need 2 of those traps. Frost is just always a good option because, one, her gun is really nice. I love that SMG personally.
Yeah.
And you can get some. I usually run barbed wire with Frost because I can put barbed wire over the traps and people just don't see it.
Yep, another drone dropped there by the Frost, hilariously enough. Just checking this angle. Both of these teams play Siege, right? Both of these teams know and want to play heavy.
Both teams have knowledge of the game.
Oh,
Nice
somebody
kill
already
there.
died. Ooh, you got caught slipping. Just sitting there. Bottom right seems to have some control issues. It's
They're having control issues.
Did you check it? Ooh, and Frost is down. This should be a quick kill, but somebody should be rotating to help here. Possibly. No, it looks like they probably just accepted like this person's probably dead. Because you can't kind of safely move to that angle.
Yes.
Freely anyway. Like you can take the risk, but is it worth taking the risk? They're gonna bleed out here. They still have sight pretty much locked down.
If I'm the Valkyrie at the bottom right, I would have thrown that there. That is
one left. Okay, that's
nice.
Finally died. It's a 4v1 situation. Zophia's who left. We are restarting.
Right.
Which will also mean the time will be added back to the clock.
So
don't worry too much. Technical issue. So we will be getting back to it.
Like that happens. Any gamers know technical issues happen.
Yes.
So we just gotta run it back.
Yeah.
And you can tell we were into the game. We were like
both of us. We were.
All right. So what's going on?
So like we had to come back and be like, cool. We can breathe. We can breathe for a second.
Time to talk. Like
so yeah, I think
I just want to. So after seeing that like partial first round, if I was Valkyrie in that situation, you saw your Frost go down. She was able to crawl behind that wall. I would have thrown my impact at that wall immediately, so I just have vision. That way, if I see someone starting to come around that wall, I can shoot them before they get to him. And then I can have someone else come to that hallway, cover fire while I go over and revive.
Yeah. It's one of those things that the reason I think that they didn't do that is legitimately, you mentioned it with the Smoke and Legion.
Yeah.
I think they're just playing area denial slow as possible. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't care what happens in the round. What's going to happen is you're not going to be able to get on site anytime soon. You have to avoid Valkyrie cameras catching you on a weird angle. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. You dodge that. Now can you dodge Frost traps, Legion mines, smoke bombs, and their last person was Jaeger. So you can't even like try to blow us all up or throw something in the sight.
It's definitely always good to have some sort of counter, but they don't really have walls.
Yeah.
And so that is one thing that you do want. You want like a bandit. You want like a Cade. You want mute. Like you want someone that can make it so they can't blow up the reinforced wall.
Oh, is Herb in? Herb is on him? Yeah, we see Herb sitting right there. Okay. That was my mistake. So I think not having him is kind of
yes, because I know he plays Siege.
Him as a shooter. A lot of people look at him as just a sports player and like maybe like these like niche situations. Mm-hmm. But I if I remember correctly, like he is truly a shooter.
He has told me multiple times he's trying to make himself known to also be more of a fighter now.
Yeah. Oh, the way he's already shown up, he's done an amazing job at that.
Going into the league, he had some fighting experience, but he didn't play fighters. Yeah. And like, it's shown he's working on fighters, and he's becoming a fighting player.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I want to ask, who you got tomorrow's game? Because I know what's gonna happen is the team's gonna come in. Whichever team wins, gonna come in and be celebratory. But who you got for tomorrow's game between the bots and the Reapers?
Bots and Reapers. I'm thinking it's gonna be closer than a lot of people are expecting. I think it's gonna come down to like the last few games, and I think the Reapers are gonna win it.
Okay.
By like 2.
We got the Reapers in the house. Okay, okay.
I'm gonna say they win 12-10.
Ooh, 12-10. So not a. Once again, not as many games are gonna get played as today.
Yes.
Okay.
I think there's gonna be a lot more of those longer games.
All right, now I'm looking at whoever is not playing full screen.
Who's playing Windows?
I just noticed
That's
that.
the first thing I would. If I go into any game and I see that bar at the top, I'm just like, nah, I can't do this. I'm just like my ADHD gonna be like, oh, what's this white bar?
Like not even kidding. Like I was good, and I looked, and I was like, why is there? Why do you have a window? Who told you?
Never.
Who told you? But once again, setups are gonna basically be the same.
I think yeah, for the first round at least, you have to keep it the same, just because it was a restart. So everything has to be exactly the same how it was that first round.
Well, they technically hadn't killed the last person, so I think they're gonna replay from this first round. Is what I think is gonna. Even though it was 4-1, very unlikely situation that you lose that.
Yeah.
I don't think Eclipse will have a problem with it because for Eclipse.
Oh, you saw that Frost using those barbed wires. I think they're hearing me.
They might be out there. Somebody check the tape. But here, like, they're just getting set back up. I think you're not going to catch the Frost on that angle again as well, so you have to be aware of that.
I think Frost is going to play this a lot more.
Maybe a little bit slower.
I don't think they're going to peak those hard angles. They better not sit behind that wall again. Reinforcing that.
Boom. They might have heard you about the walls too, because it looked like they want everything opened up. Oh, they opened up the top of the stairs.
Interesting.
Okay, they didn't mean to open up the top of the stairs. I was like,
is that a play? Like, what you cooking up?
Yeah, I was like,
Frost is playing downstairs this time.
Okay, so here we go. Frost wants to catch somebody pretty cheekily. Maybe they have an idea of where they came in this last time and like how they got in pretty quickly. Because Frost kind of checked downstairs, but didn't check that hard.
Right. When you walk through that metal detector every time, it does do an alarm.
It's mad loud.
Similar to what Strix just did.
It's so loud.
A little more annoying and a little louder.
Yeah. Like if you're anywhere on the map, you hear.
You can hear some sort of echo of that noise.
Yeah. All right. So they're watching. They think they're coming in.
Just look at everyone holding angles. I love to see that.
They're on defense. You don't got to do something wild. You don't got to do something crazy. They're trying to open up this wall, I think, because they might have opened up that wall, from the balcony. I think they might have opened it up, and so they want to get some type of vision just in case someone is playing.
Oh, you got the shots coming through. Return fire.
All right, here we go.
Give a call out to your team. Where they at?
You got this person here on the bottom right holding this angle, just trying to reposition on either side. I don't know if I peeked that. They're confident in their ability to really quickly peek, but this. So they know where the Valk is. Does the Valk try to reposition? Or is it, nope, just checking the wall, just doing some quick shots, seeing if I can't get some damage. The Frost took a few shots, but traded some back as well.
I do like the way this Valkyrie is playing. Swapping between either side, never know where they're gonna go from.
Ooh, but
got a really
we lost the Frost.
Ooh.
We lost the Frost on the top right. But, hey, they know where somebody is.
They got two people here.
Oh, they see two of them. A flash coming in. Can they get these kills?
People running through hallway, going through main.
Boom. That's a kill.
Detector. Oh.
The Ravens got a 1v3.
1v3.
And the Ravens might have managed to take this first round. There's a lot of vision to point out where people are. So where's this?
You just saw him right there.
He's playing in the window, and he's still alive. Ooh, a nice trade in 1v2, but he can't. He's kind of trapped in that corner.
Yeah.
Like once you give yourself up.
You should have moved and.
KIC is getting hyped. The energy is there. My man flew in and he's ready to play. This is it. I love it in the best way possible. I don't think one reason why I love the Ravens now is like the perfect combination of cutters and KIC.
Yes.
In terms of pure energy, that the moment that they start winning, I need you to understand. They
go crazy.
If Eclipse is getting loud.
They're yelling scoreboard.
Dang.
Oh, that's
crazy.
What's the Ravens? Yep. They quiet now.
Scoreboard.
They quiet now. They say, it's time to focus up. It's game time. I don't care what you say.
Again, credit. The funny part is you normally see Eclipse even respond to it.
No.
Eclipse will just look at you
that's how you know it's getting to them.
Yeah. But again, I give credit to Eclipse here. They've played an amazing game. And I think reminded people again, towards the end of last season, there was a lot of conversation about it being a fluke, like that.
Yeah.
That like, hey, they lost. They maybe weren't practicing as hard as they should have. They weren't putting as much time as and they took it for granted. And the Reapers came out and showed them
they showed them who was boss.
They have to respect him. And so now we're in a situation where I think you're seeing a practiced, comfortable, as they say, a moisturized, rested, unbothered Team Eclipse sitting here ready to play. And
this this right here, they're putting this is what they call a default push.
Yeah.
So they're putting 2 down, 2 up. That way they're going to push from multiple angles.
Okay.
And you usually have that 5th one to go to whichever is usually go with where the diffuser is.
They got a quick kill there.
There's a lot of noise coming from out
there. Yeah, I think that quick kill, we don't know exactly who that was on, but whoever it was definitely caught who they are peeking this angle aggressively. Oh,
nice,
you didn't watch your ankles?
Oh.
Yeah, nobody's there to pick that up?
You can revive
no, but I'm saying
out of it now.
Nobody was there to like capitalize on the fact that he was there. Nobody is sitting on site there or watching that corner for stairs.
But now they know he was in the area, and if I'm not mistaken, there is blood spatter going towards him. So
I know, but like my question, like you could have traded back.
Oh, nice kill!
A nice collat through the floor. Oh, I think Eclipse is trying to win this without losing nobody. They're playing amazing here. Boom, doors open.
Oh, yeah, you learn from your
Ooh, a quick kill coming off of Frost. Let's see. What do we got? He's pushing in. The alarm's going off. They know where he is. They have a general idea. Somebody's got to get in. Some eye is on.
Killing the Frost mat.
Ooh, another kill by the Frost. Whoever this Frost is trying their best to win the whole lobby. 2 left, but this plant is going down. It's a 2v2. They got to get these kills and defuse. They spotted him. They spotted the plant, and they got out.
And they're right outside. They're just gonna hold it. I wouldn't. Ooh. Okay.
Boom. That was a nice job. I think once it went down, you even see Cassie nod. Okay. A little bit something clean.
Let's see it.
Once again, Eclipse. I see Eclipse.
Yeah. I mean,
out here.
This is a 4-times champ team.
Yeah.
They trying to make it 5. They trying to get the whole handful.
I need people to understand, like, when we say 4-times champs, it's 4-times champs, but since they have come into the league, Eclipse has not missed a final.
Yeah.
That is their spot. They will – it's always who is going to rise to challenge them, but guess who is the Eclipse waiting? The final boss of UEL historically has always been Eclipse.
Yes.
And they are looking to reinstate that status. They're looking to come meet us. Whoever wants to do it, try it.
I mean,
try it.
Reapers did it last season. Is it going to be bots or Reapers to do it this season?
Hey, both the bots and Reapers have won championships.
Yes.
So they know what it means.
They know what it takes.
And most recently, the Reapers did take it last season. So
they're trying to get back-to-back.
See, like, now things are heated because this game is now for pride. Neither team.
Yes.
Both teams are like, nah, okay, we got to prove a point. We got to prove a point. Now, really, what I'm actually looking at for both teams is, funnily enough, both teams lost on defense. Neither team managed to get a stop here. Their offense seems to have been very strong and been pretty overwhelming. But of the two, Eclipse's defense was a lot more solid, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't let the bomb plant go down. It ended up having to be like, oh, I'm going to outshoot you at the end of the day. I'm going to outshoot you to win. And they swapped over to the castle pick to try to maybe force some more destruction options.
Using a lot of your utility, using your equipment.
Just to get to site.
Yes.
All right, so here we go. Let the people know what is going on.
Ooh, nice kill.
A quick kill. One of the Ravens already down. More shots being traded back and forth. 2 other Ravens are dead.
One thing you do see a lot right now out of Eclipse is using that ping system saying, hey, can I have help on 4 pain?
Yeah.
There's people over here shooting through 3-ping here, and that's just what is different from being the 4 times champs.
Yeah.
Like they know what it takes. They have that kind of communication and chemistry to be able to just work off of each other.
100%. Like,
and that is one thing I've always said, and I will always stand by it. If your team has good chemistry and can work with each other, and you can have that kind of trust in your team, then you really can beat anyone.
yeah. Individuals win games. Teams win championships.
Yes. Couldn't have said it any better. That
Like,
is
cool,
dead
you can
right.
win a game here or there. You can take these dubs. You can show how good you are. But Eclipse has proven time and time again in this league, and the Reapers even last season, that if your teamwork is elevated, that's how you pull out those unexpected wins.
Yes. And
Boom, got a kill.
Nice kill from Hibana there.
I think Hibana, we will see who Hibana is. They're playing. I know they're playing their hearts out. Took a lot of damage there. Ooh, but the Ying. All right, 3v2. They're getting it closer to being tied up. They're blocking the window back up. They don't want to have this open, angle that they have to hold and keep track of.
And
There are a
Legion
lot
is
of
tossing
in that
so
room.
many of his GI mines just on the strip to get to site.
Yeah.
So because if you have one of those mines in your leg, you can't plant until you take it out. You can't plant.
Oh, they're not going to be able to get even into the room.
Yes. So they have to win by
All right,
killing.
30 seconds. They probably reinforced above. I think I saw them reinforcing hatch. And I don't think Hibana was still alive, so maybe they could open that hatch to give them an option to play from above.
Good blind.
You stepped on those Gumons. You had to. We see a lot of them popping off. One left. Boom. And that's it.
And that is Eclipse taking that one.
Eclipse holds it down, and I think that might be the point to call it a 6-point differential.
That's
maybe, I'm gonna say, maybe 20 minutes. I don't know if it's possible because of setup time as well.
Yeah.
Setup time.
That's Eclipse going to the finals.
Yes.
That's what it is. It was definitely a really good run from the Ravens.
Correct. I want to give them.
They definitely had a really good run getting to the semifinal.
Yes, and we're going into Naruto, so don't tune out.
Yeah, no.
We still got games to play. You got.
Yes.
I tell people all the time, like, it matters. Hustle to that last whistle. You just because whatever the state of things is, you run until you absolutely have to step off the field. Do not just I know for the players it's difficult. We've been there. I know we as teams had that moment where we realized this was our last game of season 7.
Yeah.
I gotta wait until January to be back to play again to be able to compete here in the UEL.
And even though they are even though the Ravens lose, they still got to compete for third place.
Yes, they have a game.
So they still have. They're still going to play next week on Saturday.
Yes.
Against whoever loses the Bots Reapers, they're going to be fighting for third.
And that's going to be a game. I need y'all to understand. Whoever that is still going to be fighting for their life.
Yes.
They still make money. If you get third, you still
money.
walk away with some money. You still walk away with some money. I think that, the Ravens shouldn't be mad at what happened this season.
No. This has been a really good way of just seeing that there is a method to the madness of these trades.
Yes.
There has been a method to the madness, and I don't know if they didn't do those trades, if they would have been this.
Not even just that. I would wager if those trades had happened before the break, I think the Ravens. This is a much closer game.
Yes.
I think this team would just need time to be a championship team. What are they doing? Was there a forfeit or something like that? Or button check? They may be called button check.
might have
You can't
been
do
a
that.
button check.
You can't do that in Naruto.
Yeah.
In the game, you got to do it beforehand. But yeah, I want to give the Ravens, because I try to do this for every team, right, regardless of who they are. I want to give them credit for what they accomplished over the course of the season. So from the Ravens, I think they came out, they played strong, they proved why they earned the second seed coming out of the South overall. I think they have shown, and funnily enough, I think some of the most talented rookies have been in, whether they are still with or were with the Ravens organization. They showed a lot of development and the ability to develop players day in and day out.
Yes.
And that's credit speaking in the next season. You have another draft. You have the ability to pick up people and to make a team that is competitive. I think, like, what is proven is, because a lot of questions came up, what does the Ravens look like without TLG, without OGL, for a bit there, without Watt? Wanku's now more in a coaching role. Like, this is a new generation of Ravens, but I think that they are still destined to reach the same heights.
Yes. And they said
and
right,
possibly surpass.
They said right from the beginning of the season that they're rebuilding. This is their rebuilding season, and on that rebuilding season, getting to the semifinals is crazy.
Exactly. I think
that is nothing to look past, because any other team that would be doing a rebuild season, it's going to be tough to get this.
All right, so player 1 is Nexus. Player 2 is Herbs on the left side. We'll see Nexus on the so Payne should be Herb. Going in and trying his best to get through the game as fast as possible, but also just having some fun with it. Looks like we have 2 Paynes because we got the purple and the pink. So Sasuke here, the Kisame is still Herb going ahead and swinging. This Payne that is swinging with the purple clouds. Itachi coming out with the red is also out here. Okay, next, let me find out you play Naruto like that.
I didn't know he played.
I feel like Naruto's one of them games that you don't, because it's a random 1v1, you do not know beyond Elder Skin. She's the de facto. And Mr. OG held his own in the Ghost Skin as well. Like, I'm happy that Naruto is a backup game for next season, because I think there's still the chance for people to get the opportunity to see what all.
Be able to shine.
Yep. Nice job catching the substitution into a dash. Ooh, but he gets caught by the super, which is going to be a lot of damage. The flying Raijin. That's a lot of damage. Boom. Herb runs in. Nice job countering him. Nice job canceling out of the dash and catching. Yeah, Nexus plays.
Yeah.
Because, like, the way these sides are set up, either way, Nexus played. Herb is considered
He's doing specific moves to try and
bait out different options.
Bait him in.
Kisame, and that should go ahead and seal it. But Herb is on no life himself.
Yes.
So it's not like this is
winner takes it.
It's not like he will lose to anything touching him. But he still managed to get another touch on, which is gonna be big here. Boom! He tried to catch him. Yep, he's throwing these kunai just to catch Herb on accident. Boom, boom. Herb is being very patient to still not have taken any damage. And he has no substitutions left. This should be a pretty big combo. He gets out. He tries to catch him. He's chasing down. Every time Nexus burns a substitution, he's losing a little bit more life, which means that Herb should be able to close this out pretty quickly. He still has one more substitution, and once that's burned, I mean, Nexus pretty much can confirm. But Nexus is going into his awakening. Dear Lord, don't ever just pop up behind me, bro. Don't ever just pop up behind me, bro. Herb said, get away. But he finally gets caught, and that is his first life gone as well. So now, in this second round, all Nexus has to do is kill Herb without taking a quarter of his life.
Yes.
Simple. Simple. Hey, that's all I'm going to say. Secret technique finish there. Herb, don't play with your food. I know you might want to hit him with the secret technique. Boom,
finish
forced
your food.
out.
Finish your food.
You have one more. Okay, that's his last one. Now you get whatever technique you want.
Yep,
He said, yo, let me show you my jutsu. Hit you with the shark bomb. The shark bomb. A world without lives is right before you. Let him know, Kisa. Secret technique finish. Told you, get down. Sit down.
Get out of here.
It seems as though Eclipse has rushed the stage. Okay, that's something I don't want us to bring in. You know, like the college football games where everybody's just, I'm like, no, we good. Stay in your seats until the entire game is done. Thank you so very much. On the other side,
until the final whistle.
We talked about the Ravens. I want to talk about Eclipse a little bit now. A great showing coming out of Eclipse, right?
They got something to prove.
They were the final boss.
Yes.
They went undefeated to say we still are the final boss. We lost last season. That's an anomaly. That's an accident. Accidents happen. But when we're here with this team, we will be able and what we're going to be able to accomplish. And fortunately, I'm going to say it from their perspective. This is a rivalry that still seems to be Eclipse favorite. You can change the name from Karma to Eclipse. But it seems like they still have the Ravens number regardless of who's on that team.
Yep.
And they move on.
They always calling.
Yeah.
They always calling.
They always look at the birds and say, hey, the birds fly in the sky, but what's up there? The Eclipse. Boom. All there. Ready to go. Ready to handle it. Looking out here, again, unbothered. Coach P packing up.
So, all right, I'm done here.
Everybody
I did my job.
Comfortable. What was the game that rolled after Naruto? I definitely missed it.
I missed it as well.
There are 8 minutes, so this game could be played, to be honest with you. It could very well be played. Unless Eclipse just wants to forfeit it and say, hey, we don't care about the score, really. We won. That's all that matters.
I am curious what the next game is.
It's a 4-man game, so Titanfall 2. That was what the
Titanfall, okay.
Eclipse does not necessarily like Titanfall and doesn't necessarily want to play Titanfall. Most of the time, maybe coming in the playoffs, they might have shown a little bit something different, maybe with some of these teams they might have to play. So we will have to see what is all happening. We will have to see. We will have to see. All righty then. It looks like they're still getting set up. So Watt, him, KIC, and Chicken.
Curious what
no
the
cutters.
Side looks like.
Pit-Boy, Phoenix, Snappy, and Jury. How they looking, in the face of defeat?
Are they looking
defeated, down and out? I think you can, I love to see him and KIC both kind of still locked in. You can see him in the front there.
Everyone else is kind of like moping back. And
I think it is, funnily enough, it's a little bit different, right? So in the case of Watt's been a Raven for a little bit.
Yeah.
He's been here a few times. It always a bridesmaid, never a bride can feel some type of way after a while, right? And then I think Chicken is sitting down and he's just ready to play. Whatever happens, happens. And is gonna look to. I think even with this performance, there's a chance that he because he is on one season, he can move teams. But I think that from what was showed today, I would think that this is a team that next season is still going to be a playoff caliber team. You've already proven that you're good in the Southern Conference. There are some teams that may change and can come up, but
they are going to be losing Cutters though. He is going to be going to the Reapers. Yes. So
that leaves a hole. That does leave a hole.
Yes. There's some space that needs to be filled, and if you are watching and you aren't a part of the UEL and you want to fill that role, you can register for next season and hopefully fill that role for the Ravens and be able to help them beat Eclipse next season.
Yes. If you are really good though, I would recommend the Penn State Cobras for no reason in particular.
Yeah, I mean
they a good team. I would just personally
they nice with it. I'm curious who's on that team.
But no, both of these teams. The Bubbles, crazy. Number 1 draft pick from season 7, LA.
LA Knight.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, what is this? Rookie Sports Player of the Year, Pop Candle.
Oh, we got
Strategist
of the year. Third Anarchist.
They got a few. They got a few people. They got a few people, and that's ignoring the people that definitely 3 or 4 y'all were up for Rookie Sports Player of the Year. We gonna pretend the only people y'all lost to were Rookie of the Year and your teammates. y'all had nobody else to worry with at that point.
So
but again,
my question for you for tomorrow, the Bots and Reapers, what do you think are going to be some big moments? What do you want to look?
The Ravens forfeited. They want this game to be over. So we will here in a little bit go ahead and get Eclipse to come in. Eclipse, join us, Eclipse.
We will see what the next wheel would have been.
And anybody that wants to call the Karma, call them a shooter team.
Valorant would have been next.
The audible from the floor. But I do want to say anybody that wants to call out Eclipse as being they win because shooters roll and they're good at shooters as a team.
It's
here's a game where 3 rolled maybe.
I mean, they didn't even play those.
4 rolled, excuse me. Siege, Valorant, Overwatch, Titanfall. And they rolled in a situation. Star Wars. So 5 rolled, but they rolled in situations where it wasn't like they could be played.
It wasn't ideal.
It wasn't like a smart play. Like, there's some people that say, Overwatch was forfeited, Star Wars was forfeited.
Titanfall
was forfeited by the Ravens as well. So that's 3 that the Ravens forfeited.
They played Siege out.
They played. And then Valorant, we didn't have time for.
Yeah.
Like, they won without the shooters being played.
And this is not an ideal showing from Eclipse.
Yeah.
On they know what they want. They want that handful.
Yeah. And you were asking me about tomorrow's game.
Yeah. So what are some things you want to see out of tomorrow's game?
I want to see a really close game. So I think it's going to be another matchup where their categories were different teams. I know it's going to happen. The Reapers want to play the bots in League. I would tell them, do not play them in League. Don't play them in StarCraft. Don't do it. I think the Reapers want to sports every wheel, similar to today. But I think the bot surprised even the Ghost in the quarterfinal match. And so I'm looking at it to kind of say, like, hey, I just want another close game. If we have another game where the first, half or so of this, like the first hour and a half of this game, or the whole game of the Ghost one, even the Gorillas-Ravens game was fairly close early on. I want more of those games because I think there are too many teams that have this huge gap or believe there's a huge gap. We will be getting in here shortly your victorious DC Eclipse to play and to talk just about the course of the game. I'll probably pop the headset off. Let the people have a little bit of time in the shine.
Let them have their.
All right, here they come, the DC Eclipse walking Eclipse. In. Come on in. Yes. Come on in, slide up in. We got a whole squad coming through. A whole squad.
Is it on my James, pick that up. But, just don't stand up.
Yeah. So, anybody that wants to...
I like the mic.
The mic's actually bad.
No, Cedric gets the mic.
That's a McDonald's. Make sure to talk about the shooters. That's a big one.
All the shooters just get
the second mic.
All right, yeah.
That's a
Anybody else want to hop on the mic?
Keep following it. You can ask the question.
Oh, give it to me.
Yeah.
Hey, Snappy.
I'll take it. Switch headphones.
Yeah, switch it.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very technical stuff going on.
Oh, God.
I can just speak loud enough.
Yeah, all right, bet.
All right, so first and foremost,
I'm not doing it.
Congratulations on, what is that now, 6 consecutive finals appearances?
Yes, sir.
We ain't leaving.
We're going 11-0 in this season right now.
11-0. How y'all feeling going into the championship?
Excellent.
Amazing.
I would say, honestly, with everybody today, no one was ever down. And, you could say it's because of the wheel, but, like, even when we lost games and it was tied, whole team morale was straight. Nobody was upset, and it's been a great day.
Okay. I'm going to ask the question to y'all. Yeah. Because I've asked this to the other teams. Who do y'all want to play in the finals? Do you want the run back? I'm asking you. Y'all can get the run back. Who do y'all want to see from tomorrow's game? Who would you like to see in the finals?
Bots versus Reapers.
Honestly, I feel like as a team, we're going to be prepared for whatever team comes up. Wouldn't say we want one over the other. We'll be prepared for either the Reapers or the bots, and we'll be straight.
That was a great that was a leader's answer.
He's our PR guy. That's our PR guy right there. He's a PR guy.
Yeah.
That's where that extra % goes in. He's trained.
Is there anything y'all want to say to the league as a whole? Because, I feel like this is a season, and I was talking about in commentary, kind of the return of a dynasty. Y'all,
Coming
things
back.
happened last season.
True.
Coming back to this season, I think y'all played exceptionally hard and played exceptionally strong. But is there something that, maybe you want to say to the league, say to anybody out there, any of the fans?
We're back, baby. But also, that shit that I keep hearing about, they only want shooters, that shit's cap. Look at this game.
Hey,
we had no shooters, and we were still up with no shooters.
And then they forfeit him.
Yeah, and then they forfeit them. It's like we can handle shooters, fighters, sports, whatever. We're ready to go.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So are you guys trying to go for the 5 times?
We're coming back for it.
I need another ring, buddy.
It's time to complete the set.
Okay. Okay. So one more time, I want to give a big thank you and a shout out to
Can I say
the.
one more thing?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing else.
Oh, get on the mic.
I don't want to hear anything else about a rivalry between DC Eclipse and the Ravens. That shit is dead. There's no such thing as a rivalry here. It's over. Thank you so much.
They got to win one for it to be a rivalry.
Ooh.
I don't think they won one yet.
Ooh.
Hey, come on, bro.
All right, so we're going to be signing off here, but this is your Season 7 Southern Conference champions, the DC
Let's
Eclipse.
go. England.
Have a great night, and we will catch you here tomorrow.
2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Bots and
Be there.